This whole time the mic never picked anything up. I'm so goddamn fuck. I swear, I clicked on the mic record button, fellas. I am so sorry if you couldn't hear me this whole time. That is my fault. That's embarrassing. But I'm still clipping it. Anyways, I guess I'll start with, the beaten stuff. If this letter is any indication, she needs a mentor to guide her in her studies in Kugane. Someone to keep her from becoming distracted from her goals. I would like for you to be that person. To ensure she accomplishes what I sent her there to do, I would have the two of you search out local residents who appear to be troubled. Employing your carpentry skills, you are to find a way to solve their problems. Okay. Thank you, child. It is good to know that I can always rely on you. Whoa, that's high praise. I imagine there are a number of things you need to tend to before you leave, so I will say my farewells to you here. Till you return, Vermillion. Whatever you say, bud. Anyways, no. And we don't do that Gunbreaker stuff till Shadowbringers. Well, that about settles what we need to do here, I believe. Let's just double check everything. Else. Oh wait, shit, no, there is one more thing. Unless I go to Edalshire for botany. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I go to Edalshire. Okay. No. I checked the warrior and magic stuff, but not the crafters and etc. So let me just double check. Uh-huh. That's right, we talked to the goblins for the mining stuff. And finally... Alright, that's a take. I guess I'll go to Thanalan as the monk, at least. Or, not monk. What am I doing? Summoner. There we go. To Camp Blue Fog. Haven't been there in a while. Now remember to summon the carbuncle, don't you fellas worry. God, I'm so embarrassed that the mic wasn't on. I seriously thought I clicked on that earlier. OBS, I blame you for this. Oh, look at their outfits. So fancy. Oh my god, is that... That almost looks like side boob. Check out this side boob. How about that side boob? How about... oh. Well, now I'm jealous. Anyways. Looks like we're all here. Let's get on with the briefing, shall we? Alright. As you command, this second challenge will evaluate the elegance of your technique as opposed to the magnitude of your miasma. First, I shall infuse the Eggy of your opponents with secondary enchantments, and then you are to engage the entities in combat. Prin explained to me that the enchantments store the ether expended during the battle, and will allow for an in-depth analysis of the flair for death flares, as it were. In any case, I expect you'll pass with flying colors. Right, I suppose you should know who you're up against. Designation and rank. Summoner Crispin, Private, First Class. We're grateful for aught you can teach us, sir. Summoner Denise, Sergeant. I'm new to spellcasting, but I've seen my share of combat, sir. Crispin and I are to fight you as a pair. Summoner Jajasamu, Lieutenant. You've more than a few admirers in the barracks, Vermillion. Sir. But that don't mean we'll go easy on you. Enough chatter. Quick march to the training ground. Give the word to Crispin and Denise when you're ready to battle their Eggy, Vermillion. After that, you'll be facing off against the Lieutenant's Beast. You won't be attacking my troops directly, so give it all you've got. Well, that's great. Wait, why can't you just stand here? Alright, whatever. Fuck, where the fuck did they go? Hold on. Seriously? All the way out there. That's how we're gonna do it. Alright. That is not what I meant to do. I hate it when I do that. There we go. Well, I'm definitely summoning the carbuncle again before I begin. That's fine. Oh, this isn't one of those special solo fights. I guess not. Prepare yourself, sir. Denise and I will now summon our servants to battle. Hi, a pair of Ifritiki for you! Okay. The guy. Have some pain flare then. And some Ruin 4. I won't even need to summon any other things. Just my badass magic. I'll save Ifrit for you, little guy. You finished warming up on the members then? 'Cause even together, me and mate Segi don't hold a candle to the inferno I can summon. Right, let's bring the flames. Chain bonus for the Eggy. Alright, here's my Ifrit Eggy. Take this for a spin. Oh dear. You know, the fact that I had to break between both these fights means I'm getting Bahamut back pretty early, right? Still gonna use, Garuda out of respect. I had one left. Well, how about that? What do you think about that, Jaja Simu? Or Jaja Samu? Whatever. Ah, I had hopes for that one, but you snuffed him out right quick. Not much of a trial, eh? Well then, you're lucky. I fought another primal during me time with the Company of Heroes. Hey, you're not the only summoner who can command more than one ethereal beastie. Say hello to your final opponent, Titan Eggy. Oh no, Garuda Eggy? Oh, that's too bad. Oh, whatever will I do? Get Bahamut. Yep, get him. Except I'm not really summoning Bahamut just yet, am I? I'm just channeling Bahamut. Dreadworm stancing it, as it were. Bye-bye. Still have an Ifrit power left. That best you got? Jaja Samu? Oh, right. Didn't even know you guys were here, to be honest. I hope my summoners put up enough of a fight for you. Anyway, shall we hear what the book has to say? I have ruminated upon the swirls and echoes of your battle, and the picture is clear. Your technique is, without a doubt, a thing of exquisite beauty. Consider the second challenge conquered. Well, that's good news. Hardly surprising. After all, you did sweep through those Eggy like a storm through a field of dandelions. Methinks. You've opened me eyes. I see I've some work to do before I've truly mastered this discipline. I'm glad to know we've been of service. Now we really must be returning to Gridania. Thank you, sir. This was truly an enriching experience. Aye. Oh, wait. Wrong voice. Thank you, sir. This is truly an enriching experience. Aye, pray train with us again in the future. That's better. Crispin and Denise. Opposites. Well, I guess I'll do that later, but we're in Thanaland, so... I really should have recorded where everything was. I know that's an Ul'dah. There's plenty to do in Ul'dah, though. Paladin in Ul'dah. What else is there? Oh, yeah. Uldah's technically going back to, like, shit with the, gladiators. Forgot about that. I think Samurai is also in Ul'dah. Yes, it is. Okay. Korthas. Black Mage? Ul'dah. Ul'dah has so much stuff. Ul'dah. That was too easy, sorry. Weaver. An Alchemist. So much stuff. That's in Mordona, I actually remember that. Miners in Dravania. I already did that. Goldsmith. Okay, yeah, we're going to just plain old nowhere else in Thanalan has job quest to begin. So fuck it. I'm doing this so chaotically just to do it out of order. I think it's hilarious, but anyways. The Gladiators Guild for Pedan? Wait, let me look. Oh, we can do Samurai real quick. Let's do that. Sure. Says a samurai. Bap. And even though this looks more like a saber than a katana, I quite like the funny design. Very weird looking katana, to be honest. So traditional. Momozigo! Trials of the Sekisegumi! Momozigo has a letter addressed to you in his care. Ah, Vermillion! I have a letter for you that arrived at the inn. It's from Makoto, the Hingan samurai who came all the way here seeking Musosai. Can't imagine what this might be about. Let's find out, shall we? Okay, but let me read it. Dear Vermillion, I pray this letter finds you well. You received me with kindness when first we met, and I write to you in hopes of depending upon your kindness once more. You will recall what I told you of Ugetsu and his growing faction of insurgents. Upon my return to Kugane, I was dismayed to find that his influence had spread to alarming proportions. Outbreaks of violence have become a regularity, and the men and women of the Sekisegumi struggle to maintain order. Each day we fight, and each day our strength is shorn further. The enemy, it shames me to say, completely has our measure. I shall speak plain. We are in desperate need of aid, and I beseech you to lend your katana to our cause. As Master Musosai's last pupil, your skills would help us to turn the rising tide. I know full well that I ask much of you, to journey halfway across the world and involve yourself in a struggle not your own. Yet ask I must, for should the Bakufu fall, bleh, the realm would be plunged into chaos, and innocent people would be subjected to untold suffering. With all my being, I pray that you will answer our call, and ere long we shall meet again in Kugane. Sincerely yours, Makoto. Musosai's first and final pupils pitted against each other. Pitted against each another. What's with that speech? There's certainly poetry in that, and you can take comfort in the knowledge that you be fighting on the side of justice. As Makoto writes, though, it's a lot to ask, and the decision is yours to make. But for my unsolicited opinion, I reckon you should do it, for the old man, if for no one else. And I guess you're just gonna stay here, huh, Momozigo? It's not like you know how to fight, anyway. Wrong door. Right then. Plenty in the Sapphire District. Or not the Sapphire District, just like the Gold Court, I guess. Fuck it. We'll do Paladin stuff next. Sounds like we gotta go to Higashi. Yes. I want to save that place for last, because there's a lot of crap that we have to pay for to teleport there. It's up top, of course it is. Mila. In Thal's name, Mila's expectant gaze tells you that the time has come. Oh. I mean, she's beautiful. It begins, Vermillion. There are 8 combatants in each group, meaning you must triumph in 3 bouts in order to advance to the final. And the opponent for your first bout is Bartholomew of the Sultan Sworn. Defeat him, and you will next face the victor of another pairing, and so on. Needless to say, each encounter will be more difficult than the last. But one fight at a time. The tournament registrar will call you when it's time to take to the Blood Sands. Go now, and good luck. Goddamn right. Except they're gonna need the good luck in this case. Oh, that's right, I don't really have a headpiece, do I? Yeah, it's like a weird hanging thing under my hair. Like a weird earring, but instead of putting it in your ear, you put it on the side of top of your head. Ha! To think that I would draw you for my very first opponent! I thank the heavens even as I curse them. But no matter who my opponent may be, I shall fight with all my being, for the pride of the Sultan sworn. See you on the blood sands, my friend. Yeah, it'll be a mutual battling. It is time, my lord. Pray see to your final preparations, and let me know when you are ready to proceed. Alright, Bartholomew. Don't cry too hard when I'm done with you. Yeah, fuck it. Might as well. Are you ready to enter the arena? Hell yeah, I don't gotta pay money to teleport. Let's do this. Defeat Bartholomew. It begins in the first match of the Thal group. Bartholomew takes on Vermillion Monroe. Combatants, ready your arms! No holding back, my friend! Ah, it's serious times. Ha! For the pride of the Sultan Sworn! Oh yeah, good job. That's not how you do that ability. Hi yourself. How about this? Okay. Oh, you almost got me. Oh my god. What if he's stunnable? Nah. Guess that would have been too easy. And the winner is Vermillion! Ugh, I yield. Got him. What a in the next match, Vermillion Monroe and the Bronze Bull will fight for a place in the Thal Group Final. Combatants, take your place. You do well not to underestimate me. I fought the Bull of Alamigo, please. Time for the technique I created to quench the Hellfire Phoenix. Oh, ninja shit, huh? Do tell. Ooh, not kicking me there. Grah! I think he said grah. Party it. No, I'm kidding. That's my battle cry. Take that! Yeah! Come on. Over here. Ah! Ain't kicking me in those little ninja circles. I don't think so. Oh! Low blow? What if I use my low blow on you? Oh, okay. That doesn't seem very fair, but I am the main character, and you're about to die. I think I missed that thing. Didn't miss that. And Vermillion stops the Bronze Bull's furious charge! How can you be so strong? And now for the final match of the Thal Group, Handeloop versus Vermillion Monroe. Let us see who will have the honor fighting the Old Cup Final. Come, my friend, let us fight with all of our strength in the sight of the fury. Oh, Handeloop, it's him. There! I remember what voice it was. I shall show you a technique of forge and blood and ice. Okay, you're not gonna hit me though. For the honor of Ishgard! I kind of remember him. I also remember him from, I think that was the Leatherworkers job quest in Heavensward. Duh! I am the sword and shield that defends Ishgard! Bear witness to my resolve! A god sphere? Oh, how fancy. That is, my most potent attack should be thwarted, but the match isn't over yet! You just have that line there ready for me to have easy pickings. What do you mean? Oh, you're doing that shit again, huh? Uh-oh. Ouch! For the honor of Ishgard! Nice circle of scorn there. Or circle of hello, Nate. I guess, I don't know. Goring Blade. And Vermillion defeats Handaloop to claim victory in the Thal Cup! Victory is yours, hero. Bunnies, can't you guys calm down? God damn it, Hoshi. We found him a friend, but he's appearing to be rather selfish about his territory. That concludes all the matches for the Thal group, and what heart-stopping encounters they were! Dour Matter, how are you still working after the Hildebrand shenanigans? Verily, Dour, the crowd expected and the combatants delivered. Not least of all, the group winner, Vermillion Monroe, who carved a convincing path to the final. Shall we retrace his steps for those who came in late? You read my mind. Vermillion's first match pitted him against Bartholomew, the Sultan Sworn, fought with heart. But in the end, he was outclassed by the Star Adventurer. Excuse me. Though he can take pride in his effort, unfortunately, he had to take his leave of the tournament. There was no getting past Vermillion, who went on to face the hulking Bronze Bull. A veteran of countless matches here in the Colosseum, you could say, he had the ground advantage. From the onset, the man brought his prodigious strength to bear, unleashing wave upon wave of punishing attacks. But Vermillion's calmly weathered them all to emerge the victor. Are you going to do the Halloween event separately or together on one stream? I don't know. I could bring that up with Indigo, but we'll see. I have to remember to do that, by the way. Thank you for reminding me, because that Mandragora jack-o'-lantern mount is adorable. And the picture's okay. Anyways. With that, he advanced to the Thal group's final match against Handaloop of the Temple Knights, employing blistering techniques seldom seen this side of Eorzea. Ishgard, the Invisitor, looked dangerous indeed. If truth be told, for a moment there I feared for Vermillion, but the adventurer dug deep to secure victory, and a place in the Old Cup final. Ah, the mere remembering of it sets my heart racing like a runaway chocobo. Take deep breaths, my friend, for there's still more excitement to come. The Nald group matches are due to commence shortly, with the likes of First Sword Myla taking to the blood sands. What have I done to deserve such a treat? I won't be missing these matches, and neither should any of you. Yay! No worries, I just got curious. No problem. Maybe I'll try to ask Indigo when they wake up. All unfolds as anticipated. Good. The free paladin told you about is... I told you about is living up to expectations, That he is. Keep up your winning ways, my friend, and win us a fortune. Are they talking about me? Because I don't care about your winnings. I'm just here to win my tournament. Handaloop. Vermillion, you are magnificent! Our match will remain etched in my memory and inspire me always. I had absolutely no answer to you. Such precious things you must have protected to become so strong. You don't know the half of it, Bartholomew. As you know, we Sultansworn live to protect her grace. By any measure, this is a vital duty, and ever do I strive to be worthy of the role. But crossing swords with you this day is given me to think that perhaps it is not enough. Whatever it is that I yet lack, mayhap I shall find it in witnessing you. I thought I had something of a chance, but I was clearly getting ahead of myself. You gave me a thorough schooling, and I mean to take the lesson to heart. Though my tournament may be over, I shall remain in Ul'dah to watch the matches to come. And I believe I speak for all of us here when I wish you the best of luck. Our hopes go with you now, my friend. I won't disappoint you. Oh, a woman named Myla was looking for you. If you haven't already spoken with her, mayhap you should seek her out. Yeah, the Bronze Bull's surprisingly friendly when you beat his ass. Well, anyways. Mila? Wow, we already finished Paladin. That's great. A place in the final. I knew you had it in you, but to witness it all unfold was nothing short of awe-inspiring. The winner of the Nods group will square off against you for the title. Suffice it to say, I intend to be that person. I shall see to it that a match between us becomes a reality, and I hope that I can count on your support. Alright, I'll see you at level 66? Oh, 65. Excuse me. 3 levels, 2 levels. What, 68? And then 70? Yeah, probably. Ow! Fine, I'll hydrate. Schnips, jeez. Gonna be so mean, I just want a cup. I was this close to choking on my water. God damn it, Schnips. How are you? God damn it. Hee hee. Hee hee. You're gonna die now. Stretch. Sorry, no, that wasn't telling you to die. That hee hee, it just reminds me of, if you've ever played Slay the Princess, do it right now. Play Slay the Princess and unlock the razor, I guess. Need to get to vet with Doggo. Well, I hope your dog ends up just fine, Schnips. I do indeed. Anyways, with this place, I think it's, where are we again? Goldsmith. Okay, Goldsmith time, fellows. Let's get this started. Gemworks in progress. Jameem has glad tidings to share with you. Glad tidings, Vermillion. The Alamegan Resistance has sent word that all is in readiness at Ralger's Reach for their artisan school. Oh, jeez, all the way over there. The time has come for you and Miss Emeloth to strike out for Giribania. They're to cultivate a new generation of goldsmiths. Though I am not directly involved, the mere thought of the venture sets my heart aflutter. Now then, your deputy awaits you at Spineless Basin, where I believe you first met your students. Pray see to her preparations and join her there at your earliest convenience. Oh, okay, I have to go there, not Giribania. Yeah, I'm cool with that. But first, I believe we have the Weaver and the Black Mage stuff to do. Yes, yes we do. We'll be a Black Mage real quick. Alright, see you later, maybe. Bye, Schnips. Schnips is cool. Shout out to Schnips. Go ahead and follow them if you haven't already. Schnips is aight. But now then. God damn, they really are next to each other, aren't they? Thanks for the raid, by the way. Oh, yes, you're welcome. I didn't want to interrupt your games, as usual, so, yeah, I just trust that you appreciate them. But see you later, maybe. Lalai. Golem's gone wild. Lalai would share with you the knowledge she has gleaned. Appreciate you guys. Ah, Vermillion. Good. For better or for worse, it would seem Chatoto is still enjoying herself a peaceful slumber. In the meantime, my study of the books of Nodthal has proven rather enlightening. In particular, I was surprised to learn that while the statue in Nod's reflection is a relatively recent construction, in historical terms, of course, the goblet it holds in its hands is quite ancient. It would appear that it was within that vessel Mistress Chatoto's soul was sealed away. Later. Master's record goes on to state that the inner surface of the goblet is inscribed with a message in the glyphs of ancient Mach. It reads, "Ah, yes, here it is. The power of destruction did rend the baleful star, and peace doth reign near and afar. Yet 23 centuries hence shall it come anew, and certain doom is sure to ensue." A prophecy of sorts, it would seem. It has been roughly 2,300 years since Chatoto founded black magic, which means it is entirely possible she herself left the inscription. But whatever sort of doom could the prophecy be referring to? I fear it is all rather cryptic. Lalai, and Vermillion as well. I would speak with the both of you at once. Oh yeah, who's that? Oh, hey, it's you. Zayanala. Well, I would like nothing more than to catch up on old times. I come bearing grave tidings. My friends, pray lend me your aid.
Well, if it isn't our favorite Gooboo-headed here, I would have thought the seventh hell would freeze over before you cast your lot with purveyors of destruction. What have we done to deserve the honor of your groveling?
This is no time for jest, Lalai. The situation is most dire. Why, a veritable horde of crazed golems has burst forth from the lost city and is wreaking havoc on the 12 Zord even as we speak. Whatever foul sorcery led them to abandon their orders and run rampant, we cannot say. But one thing is certain. If we do not deal with them, and do so swiftly, there is no telling what damage they might inflict upon our forest home.
That does sound like cause for concern. Very well, I suppose it would not kill us to put the matter of Shatoto aside for the moment and... Wait, no! Ah!
Oh no, what should ever be happening? Oh yeah, he doesn't know. Yes, hi, Shatoto.
I say, how can the girl think straight with this ungodly fool's cap weighing her down? Or perhaps she can't, and that is why, but, of course, it all makes perfect sense. Oh, hello there. Did you miss me and my prodigious intellect? Of course you did. Now look, we haven't much time, so do try to keep pace.
The Surge of Ether! Just who, or what are you?
Yes, I'm sure there's so much you'd like to know, but where would that get us? I've already heard all I need to know through the girl's ears. We're needed in the South Shroud, yes? Rampaging golems, was it?
Indeed. I have tasked a whaler named Alphine with looking into the matter. With any luck, he has gleaned some knowledge which might avail us in plotting a suitable course of action.
Alphine, South Shroud. Yes, I believe the great Shatoto is all she needs. Well, come now. No point in standing around like gawping gooboos when there's work to be done, right? Right!
She hasn't taken the hat off yet. Shatoto. Vermillion, I am most grateful for your aid, do not get me wrong, but if there is anything that you and Lalai have been keeping from me, mark my words, I will hear of it in full when our task is done. Oh, relax. Jesus Christ. Great, more drama to add to this fire. Right, well, before we leave, and before we do the goldsmith stuff right outside that gate, we'll do reaver stuff. I think it had something to do with traditional wares with Hingan. Not buyers, but I think other Hingan weavers, I think. Yeah, business opportunity. Alright, Redolent Rose. The Fabulous. The Butterfly Effect. Redolent Rose's eyes are gleaming with excitement as you approach. Ah, Vermillion! You must see the shipment of silks that just arrived from our new friends from across the Ruby Sea. Simply exquisite, if I do say so myself. I can scarcely wait to see what wonders our weavers might work with them. Ah, but before that, there is a more important task at hand. The package also contained a letter from Daytinia, personally requesting your presence in Kugane to oversee a series of commissions that, in Master Keime's own words, could forever shape the fashion trends of our nation. Akiri did first! Welcome! Oh, what did I do wrong, Akiri? I'm sorry. There's no need to here. Unless you really want to, of course. How are you doing? Oh, wait. I can see no reason to refuse. It will, needless to say, entail a long and wearying journey, but you wouldn't think of turning down an opportunity to study the fashions of the Far East and to curry favor with this valuable business partner in the process, would you? Of course you wouldn't. I look forward to seeing what wonders you might work with your needle the next time we meet. Godspeed, and do convey my regards to Master Keime. Oh, great, we have to go to Hingashi for another thing. Still funny that I can claim first, even though I'm not first, lol. Well, that is the value of it. It's not about who actually finishes. It's not about who gets the most kills, as I say. It's about who pushes the payload to the finish. And you did indeed redeem first. Anyways, we're gonna get outside here for the goldsmith stuff real quick. Honestly, after Umamusume, your ears make me think of horse instead of bunnies. Oh, is that like gotcha racing horse girl game? It's not who finished first. No, it's who lasts longest. Kiri, I don't know how much you know about that stuff. I'm not about to educate you, but that's just how it is. Just saying. Oh, tree branch. Imaloth, how goes the teachings? Yeah, that one. I knew it.
Good day to you, Vermillion. You just missed our apprentices. They struck out for Rulger's Reach but moments ago. The horse girls. Yes. A shame you couldn't see their stunned faces when I told them that the school was established under the patronage of the Sultana herself. Nay, they had no idea who their benefactor is. Doubtless they assumed the coin was publicly sourced, but the seventh hell would freeze over before Ulda becomes so charitable. The truth is, Her Grace is personally bearing all expenses. Yeah, I seem to remember something about that. You don't have to tell me that stuff. However, she desires no credit for it, and wishes instead to keep the initiative quiet. And so, when the call went out for apprentices, nary a mention was made of her involvement. I can only imagine how the three will react when they learn that Her Grace's contribution includes her lady mother's crown. Speaking of the crown, I have it in my safekeeping. Let us see it safely to Rulger's Reach where our eager apprentices await. Shall we, then?
You know, we really could have just met over there. We didn't have to be here. Just saying. Well, that's all the stuff in Thanalan. So now, I suppose it's good to start stuff in Lenosha, naturally. Or Mordona. Whichever's cheaper. So let's see here. 412, 252. We're going to more donuts. Yeah, that gacha game's really popular. I have a buddy at work who's also quite curiously curious about Umamusume. Umamusume. Better. Anyways. I know the monk stuff is here. Oh wait, I have a map for that. Let me look. Fuck off. Cooking? Not you. What the hell? Toll booty. I don't want to know what that's about. Huh! Okay, it's just monk and cooking. That's fine. Monk time! Monk. Hello, Wiedergelt. Return of the monk. Indecision is writ plain on Wiedergelt's face. Are you ready to depart, brother? Oh yeah, I can depart wherever, whenever. Good. The professor has already left. He makes for a village called Alagada. There, he will take the measure of the land. I would strike out soon as well, but one matter troubles me still. The creed for a new Fist of Rulger. Oh, posture check and another stretch. Eeg! Ay! Rolf noises. My neck. Thank you, Akiri. That was very nice of you. And thank you for the lurk as well. With all due respect, Master, but at this rate, we'll never get into Girabania. You are right. Sometimes the answer cannot be forced. Mayhap it will come to me on the road. Very well, let us away. En route, I would make a stop. The place is called Schism. Monks once trained there. In revisiting the past, we may better walk the future. Of course, Wiedergelt. Is it any it's gotta be no coincidence they has the same hairstyle as Hildebrand sometimes, right? No, he totally does have the exact same hairstyle as Hildebrand. He just has that ribbon on his head all the time. It's time to cook! Oh, fuck, they're up there, aren't they? Yeah, of course they are. Alright. Ah! God damn it. Ah! We flying now, fellas. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's Rolf! I'm not doing Rolf's voice. That's too hard to do for long periods of time. But anyways, rise to the occasion. Rolf has the look of a man for whom things didn't go as planned. Uh-oh. Vermillion, good to see you again. Since last we spoke, I've managed to learn a little about the local domain's culinary preferences. Pretty much all of them are sick unto death of bread in their lunches, and they miss nothing more than rice, the staple of their homeland. In particular, they want to eat the steamed stuff made into convenient balls. The domain name is onigiri, which I'm told roughly translates to honorably squeezed. Well, if it's just a matter of squeezing honorably, I thought I didn't need to trouble you. Oh, no, trust me. I find it very honorable to be squeezed. You may squeeze me No, don't do it, please. As a matter of fact, I've already tried my hand at it, using rice supplied by an adventurer friend. Was quite pleased with the results, too, but then I gave it to the Domans. And let's just say their opinion of it wasn't as high as my own. I don't know what I did wrong. I made the rice balls exactly as described, but there must be more to it than meets the eye. One thing's certain, though. If I can't squeeze a decent ball of rice, I don't have a future in Far Eastern cuisine. Here's where I need your help, Vermillion. Polite people as they are, the Domans won't give it to me straight. What was wrong with my rice balls? Do you think you could go and ask them in my stead? Oh god, this reminds me of the new season of King of the Hill with Bobby. Well, it's still here, so sure. I'll talk to them. Well, Dapper Doman, what do you think? The strapping gentleman's rice balls. Well, he was kind to make them for us. He needs to show the same kindness to the rice. He squeezed his balls with such force, the texture was fairly crushed out of each grain. Oh yeah, you gotta be nice and tender with the rice, of course. Oh wait, no, you're something else. Don't need to bother you. Anyways. A delicate domain. Ah, yes, Master Rolf's rice balls. It was not a terrible first effort, but if I may offer some advice, he would do well to use less water in the cooking. And in the shaping, I imagine that he is grasping not only grains of rice, but air as well. Ouch! Oh, cool, they were right next to the monks. Should have known about that. Drowsy. Wow. Drowsy Doman. Excuse me. Ma'am? Huh? You wish to know what was wrong with the rice balls? Well, there I was expecting the taste of home, but it turned out to be utterly foreign. Whatever seasoning was used, it completely masked the natural taste of rice. Not to sound ungrateful, of course. Well, better tell him the, honest truth. That's fine, don't mind my chocobo flying all over your food. It's fine, don't worry about it. He just went to the bathroom outside of the door. Hell be damned. I assumed you squeezed in order to keep the grains together, but it's plainly not that simple. Nor is it enough to simply cook the rice. You need just the right amount of water. As for the taste, I thought the salt alone was dull, so I came up with the brilliant idea of adding a hint of, wait for it, Far Eastern seasoning. To have it called foreign is salt in the wound, pardon the pun. Well, it seems I got just about everything wrong, but I dare say you'll fare better, Vermillion. While the comments are still fresh in your mind, do you think you could try making some rice balls? I have all the ingredients you need here, and pop in there as more of the same. Oh, really? Okay. Well met, good sir. Poppin's my name, and I have charge over our stores. I've never had occasion to handle Far Eastern ingredients before, but rest assured I'm eager to learn. When the rice balls are ready, please bring them outside. I'll go around and gather us some domans in the meantime, and this time we'll make sure they leave with smiles on their faces. Oh cool, I don't have to collect bullshit then. I'll make this go faster. Proceed with the quest, using ingredients provided by Rolf to make a set of doman rice balls. Should your synthesis efforts prove unsuccessful, speak with Poppin to receive another set of ingredients. Logs, followed by crafting special recipes. Okay. Class quests. Okay. Alright, sure, why not? There's the rice ball ingredients. Seems simple. Special. Oh shit, what did it say I had to do? Let's see. Special recipes. Okay, yeah. Alright, class quests. Oh, we also make domen udon broth. Not udon. Nigiri sushi. And domen sukiyaki. What is sukiyaki? That sounds familiar. Well, whatever. We can make domen rice balls. We have plenty of crystals to spare for it. So, fuck it. We ball. Heh. We ball. Anyways. Going to drink some water and perhaps do a commercial engineering manual for this. Survival. Yeah, this is the crafting one. Okay. Plus, they give me more crafting ones than gathering ones. I should know this by now. Alright, let's do this. Should be that hard. Heh. You kidding me? It's gonna be easy. I wonder if I needed high qual. Oh yeah, I do need high qual. Look at that. Well, anyways, there you have it. Probably thanks to my equipment. I don't suppose I can eat these, can I? Nope, I can't. Can't eat the domen rice balls. Ah, well. So, where do I go for this? Down here? Alright. Whee! Aha! There's Rolf. And the 3 domens. I've gathered the domens. They are eager to sample your handiwork. Here, have some domen rice balls. Simple triangular balls of steamed sticky rice, sprinkled with not but a pinch of sea salt so that one might appreciate the subtle flavors of the original ingredients. Don't I also need seaweed? That's probably in the ingredients, it's fine. Here, take them. Thank you! I'll pass these out straight away! Yep, that's onigiri, alright. Well? You told them I made it, right? Now that was a rice ball! Ah, there's nothing like rice to give you strength for a hard day's work. That was wonderful. Every bite called to my mind's eye images of my faraway home. Both the steaming and the shaping were done to perfection. Well done! Ah! Noise that I think he would make with that face. Yes. Oh god, they're doing the Realm Reborn observation. By the 12, this is amazing! I can taste it! How the sparkle of salt draws out the sweetness of the rice! By adding spices, I unwittingly killed those natural flavors. And this fluffy texture. This is what it means to grasp not only rice, but air as well. Gently joined as they are, the grains retain their fresh, steamed plumpness and break apart at first bite. Such a simple thing, yet it's so good. You truly harness the best qualities of rice. Such is the spirit of Far Eastern cuisine, to respect each ingredient and allow it to shine. Oh shit, I thought it was someone else. And allow it to shine. Forgive me my interruption. My name is Anzu, and I wish to thank you for assisting Ralph. Anzu! You should be here! We're seen together! What was I to do? I was worried. However, I see now that I needn't be. You're clearly in good hands. Just... refuses to elaborate, leaves. Chad lady.
And returning to the matter at hand, the rice balls were a rousing success. Let's continue this back in the kitchen, shall we?
Finish this job quest? My pleasure. Indeed, we finished this job quest. Oh, that's... I like the comfortable ones where you don't have to leave the area. Like this in the Paladin, apparently.
Using your samples as a guide, I'm going to begin serving rice balls at the restaurant. These marks our first foray into Far Eastern cuisine, and I couldn't have done it without you, Vermillion. Thank you. And, before you go off, I probably should tell you who that girl was. Anzu's my fiancée. During my adventuring days, I'd often come here to trade tombstones. Here, I first met her, and kept meeting her until one day I popped the question. But there's something of a complication. But that's enough about me. Now, while the rice ball is a fine start, a start is all it is. I intend to put out more and more Far Eastern dishes, and I hope I can continue relying on your help in the days to come.
Give me the silver, and yes, okay, I guess. I believe he gave me a chef's knife, too. And where's 64? I guess I already have the best knife. Whatever. 65. Steady. And we're done with this place. I'm going to go ahead and assume the Dragoon is up north in West Cortes. Let's find out, shall we? Yep, that's exactly where it is. All right. We'll just go right up there then. Do the Dragoon, as it were. And then we can get the job quests that are in Ishgard. Foundation starting. Looks like there's not really any other ones. Good, good. Okay, that makes me feel better. Yeah, and is it cold? Crazy kids. Albrecht, remember me? I can never remember what accent I gave this guy. Drowsy Dragons. Sir Albrecht is keen to regale you with Dravanian legends. Ah, Vermillion, just the man I wish to see. We finished examining the Dravanian legends known to us but a short while ago. However, the priest bade me make it clear to you that these kinds of legends are oft told in increasingly colorful ways as the years go on. Quite common it is for a mere scalekin or puck to, with the keeper's help, transform into a fearsome dragon. I suppose it should come as little surprise. Legends gain fame by capturing the imaginations of the masses. It would not do for an unadorned, winged lizard to be the protagonist. But let us put the issue of authenticity to one side for a moment. I have summarized the first tale which seemed most relevant on this piece of parchment. Pray put it to use in your research. Oh, and lastly, tell Hustienne that she is ever in my thoughts. Okay, I guess. Gotta present the legend to Hustienne, I guess. But before that, we'll go straight to Ishgard. Man, look at all these quests I got. Huh. I'm just gonna do that for now. 1 second. That's better. Anyways. Might have overflown a little bit. My bad. Yes, yes, let me through. You know me. I saved your goddamn city. The Hunting Heist. Which one's that for again? If I see him, I'll be able to remember. Oh, it's for machinist. Yeah, that's right. We were gonna train these, the broom lowborn how to shoot guns. Wonderful. Whoop. Gonna be real with you, I thought I'd fall through that. Hello, Hilda. The hunting heist. Hilda has a favor to ask of you. Come to see how we're doing, then? Aye, well, there ain't much to test yet. Things are coming along, but progress is bloody slow. Not one of these buggers has the flair for the irons, what year joy ye showed. We best let them get back to it, then. I've a different favor to ask of you, Vermillion. The Watch has been tasked with its first big job, standing guard at the Temple Knight's investiture ceremony. This ceremony is an important event, and setting the Watch to, well, watch over it, is a gesture of what's meant to embody the new spirit of harmony between highborn and lowborn. Lucia didn't honey her words. She said that making a mess of this duty is like to harm our reputation beyond saving. The hounds will be knocked down before they even take their first steps. But getting back to that favor, there's to be a meeting to discuss security concerns for the event, and I want you sitting in on it. You see, the representative for the Temple Knights is the kind of bloke what has me itching to shoot him in the teeth, pompous bastard by the name of Muscadine. If you're there, I might just be able to keep my trigger finger under control. Okay, I guess. Thanks, Vermillion. I appreciate the support. I'll see you at the congregation, then. Alright. Have fun. Oh, yeah, I can go right up there. Or I could just take this to the Forgotten Knight. Oh, that's right. The Dark Knight's at Camp Falconhead, or whatever it is. What's it fucking called? Falcon's Nest. That's right. Alright. It's Muscadine. What the hell is that piece of shit on your head or something? Oh, it's... How do you wear that? How does that stay on your head? It's weird. Hey! I was told to come here.
You? I was not informed.
Vermillion's here as my advisor. I trust his advice a damn sight more than of certain empty-helmed, stiff-backed blue blood.
Huff! I will not dispute his place at this meeting. In fact,
I would be far less inclined to entrust this duty to a certain foul-mouthed, disrespectful commoner were she not accompanied by such an advisor.
Great. I can see why he's a bitch. Whoa!
My apologies for the interruption, Sir Muscadine. I bear urgent news.
Speak, then.
Sir, a thief has breached the vault and stolen the sacred blade Hunting. Apparently. Hunting's the sword that used to dub new knights. Oh, so they tell me. But the place is crawling with guards. Hard to imagine how someone even managed to get in there, let alone filch anything.
It is unthinkable! The treasury door is secured with 7 different locks. Sentries stand vigilant night and day. None could approach without notice.
The sentries claimed they were struck senseless. They later awoke to find the door to the treasury hanging open, but of all the valuables secreted within, only the blade was missing. By all accounts, the entire incident took place over the span of a few short minutes. This burglar obviously had a plan and was very precise in its execution.
How'd you say that only Hunting was taken? The loss of such a prominent symbol right before the ceremony bodes ill for Sir Aberic's reputation. The Lord Commander cannot afford to have his authority eroded at this delicate stage, lest Ishgard once more fall prey to infighting and insurrection. We must reclaim the blade ere its disappearance becomes common knowledge. Bah! I've not the time nor the nights to spare for this.
Well, my hounds might be able to help you there. They're the best the Watch has to offer, and I reckon they can keep their gobs shut. Your ceremonies are a time to shine, so we've a vested interest in seeing it go forward as planned. And there's no harm in getting on Sir Americ's good side, neither. What say we look into it?
You should trust her on this. Do as you wish. With Vermillion's assistance, mayhap even your mob of commoners will see some modicum of success. Now, if you'll excuse me. Grunting.
Prickly bastard. You'd think he'd show a bit more bloody gratitude. Anyways, enough of that. We've a sword to find. We can begin by asking some questions, I reckon. Got our own idea of what happened? Ready to put on your Inquisitor robes?
I guess so.
Good, then I have the perfect bloke for us to talk to. I know a knight what took part in that raid on the vault a while back, and he just so happens to be captain of the Treasury Guard. Let's head to the Hoplon and see if our man's about.
Okay. The plot thickens. I guess we're going to the pillars. The hunting heist. There's really nothing else up here? Oh, there is. Astrologian. Oh god, I gotta do the Hildebrand thing one day. I'm trying to find good time to do it, fellas. I am so sorry. Oh, I guess I could finish this thing at the Sea of Clouds while I'm over there, because I know at least Leatherworker's there, and I think somebody else, but I don't remember. God damn it, ads. Why are you doing so much? Sir! Mr. Temple Knight Patrol! Go drink some water real quick, fellas. Ah, that's better. Master Vermillion and Mistress Hilda. Sir Muscadine told me to expect you.
Huh. I thought he'd no time to spare. So does this mean you're here to help or hinder us?
Oh, why, to help you, of course. Here, material evidence from the scene. Alright, let me see. All 7 locks on the treasury door were destroyed, and a scrap of metal was found lodged in one of the keyholes.
The impacts crushed it all out of shape, but that looks like a bullet to me. Our culprit's wielding some sort of firearm.
A firearm, did you say?
Let me guess, Muscadine? Oh no. A firearm, did you say?
A thickly painted noblewoman, huh?
Has there been yet another crime committed with one of those horrible inventions? By the gods, I can scarcely sleep at night for worry. I suspect this is all the fault of Sir Aymric's precious revolution. Who might you be, miss? And what did you mean by another crime? Why, the tales I've heard at IT this past week would curl your toes. They say a musket-wielding brigand now terrorizes the Western Highlands. Just when the threat of those dragon-loving heretics has finally ended, a new nightmare rises to take their place. And lest you think this some noble lady's fancy, even the traders come to supply the crozier speak of shots echoing in the air near Hemlock. Dreadful, simply dreadful. I understand that our knights must honor their oath to aid foreign nations, but it mustn't come at the cost of keeping order in Ishgard. Look at me. I've become positively flushed. I must retire to my chambers.
Jeez. Snowflake, alright. And I'm not talking about the snow falling down. Alright.
Was she hard of hearing her summit? That slathered harpy didn't so much as glance in my direction.
An unfortunate habit of a more traditional highborn, I'm afraid. Such stubborn examples aside, however, your actions have taught many of our nobles the wisdom of heeding the common citizenry.
I have not been ignored like that in a while. Well, thank you for the bullet, Sir Knight. Good day to you.
Yeah, you're a pretty cool knight. Alright, see you later.
As much as I'd like to ignore her ladyship's babbling, might be worth looking into the rumor of this bandit up near Hemlock. Considering the timing and how the treasury was robbed, it's just too much of a coincidence. We've a couple of leads to follow, eh? Why don't you take the bullet to Stefanivian and see if he can tell us where it came from? Meanwhile, I'll head out to Hemlock and look for anyone what's armed with a carbine or something similar. Come join me once you've done with the bullet. Might be as I'll need your help with the search.
Alright, sounds good to me. See ya, Hilda.
Now then.
before that, though, I have a portion of a mind to go see the astrologians. So let's get that covered real quick. Gotcha. Oh, there's Laviva. Still with that short hair. Very cute cut, honestly. Ride like the wind. Lady Laviva has something to ask of her favorite pupil.
Vermillion, I see you received my summons. You didn't receive my summons. 12 damn that Caynicals to the 7th hell and back. He is going to... forgive me. There shall be sufficient time for the condemnation of his soul after 11th bell tarts. For now, I must speak to you of Kyokuho's training. Hold on a second, fellas. There we go. Actually got the cord out of my headphones. Despite appearances and attitude and manners and counting habits, our traveler from the far east has proven quite motivated in his study of our ways. In fact, while you were off doing whatever it is you do, he successfully opened the next 4 gates of heaven. Anyway, preparations for the symposium have left me with little time to pick the boy's mind, but I have nevertheless managed to fully grasp the primitive concept of geomancy. In fact, I plan on incorporating several of the ideas as anecdotes into my presentation. It is what my father would have wanted. Now, as to why I have called you here. Kyokuho is very close to attuning to the final heaven, the spear, and I think it only fitting that his instructor be there to accompany him during his finest moment. And because I am obviously too occupied at the moment, I thought perhaps you could join him in my stead. Okay. Then it is settled. You shall guide young Kyokuho on his final steps to glory and enlightenment, just as I did you those many moons ago. Follow me outside, Vermillion. Let us bring our friend the good tidings together. Making me do her work. Well, she's certainly not going to make Caynicals do it, is she? Well, where's Kyokuho? Pardon me. That is odd. I could have sworn he was right here but a moment ago. Fleury, eh? Have you seen Kyokuho? Fleury, are you even listening to me? If it is our Hingan you seek, he hurried out to the Athenium's side entrance, not 5 heartbeats past. He was quite animated, even more than usual. A veritable one-man mummer's tragedy, all full of jumping and flailing and pumping of fists. What could have unsettled the boy so? I suppose it might have been that letter I handed him. It was delivered just this morning. Kyokuho skimmed over it quickly, asked me several cursory questions about the heaven of ice, to which I gave several cursory answers, and then was gone. And you did not try and stop him? Why would I? He was leaving! Bah! If my intuition is correct, and it usually is, something to that missive has led Kyokuho to believe that he does not have much time left in Eorzea, and so has set out for the steel vigil that he might open the final gate and complete his training before he departs our realm. Vermillion, it looks as if our plan is already set in motion. To the Central Highlands. You can count on me. After I talk to Stefanivian for the machinist crap. Anyways. Boop, boop. Doing everything at once. It's crazy, I know. To the Sky Steel Manufactory. Excuse me. Stefanivian, remember me? Vermillion, how fares the training of our indomitable watch? You have something for me? A deformed bullet. Deformed bullet extracted from the shattered lock of a vault door. Here, check this out.
Yes, this is certainly the remnant of a bullet fired from close range. But more than that, I cannot tell you. It may have been made right here in the manufactory, but honestly, there's little difference between our ammunition and the bullets forged in Nim's Elementsa. I am sorry. The deformation makes it impossible to identify an origin with any degree of accuracy. Well, it was good of you to try. Huh. I see. Well, anyways. That goes back there. I can just take this thing back out, can't I? Yeah, fuck it. I'm not spending any gil. Let's go back to the Central Highlands. For astrologian stuff. Oh yeah, I remember this place. It's where we fought those Charlayan assholes. Which, you know, it's nice that they're a bit more amicable to us, but it's probably because we're so much more powerful in Endwalker. Uh-oh. What is going on here? You sense a hostile presence and all that. Yeah, yeah. A Grand Davis. They even have Grand Davis here? Grand Avis? Eh, whatever. Take this and all that. Take that for a spin. These crazy bunnies like running around sometimes. Eat it. That's what you get. Hey, what's going on? Come on up, buddy. Grand Avis probably is what they are. Oh! Vermillion! This is the second time you have saved me from my folly. Well, technically speaking, it is the first. You were merely standing around as Lady Lviva healed my wounds last time. Right, I'll stop there. I know it makes little sense to leave without saying anything, despite the fact you, Lady Lviva, and Janiki Nard were but mere yawns from where I stood. But some stories are already told, and who are we to struggle against the ebb and flow that carry us ever toward our fates? Alright, that was a poor excuse. The truth is, I have been summoned back to my homeland, and was too ashamed to face those who had showed me so much support. And so I thought to come here, open the gate to the final heaven, and then take the next trading galley out of Ul'dah before any of you realized I was gone. As you can see, things did not unfold as planned, but since you are here, perhaps we could have one last lesson, for old time's sake. Have the spear's origins. Yeah, that spear comes from Haloni or some shit. A palace of ice set ablaze with the light of the moon, and you say it was carved by a single spear? Remarkable! It is as if the more I learn of your stars, the less I know. Wow. Okay. I guess. Excuse me. Here, observe the spear and all that. To think this may be the last I ever see of your heavens. Yeah? I am beginning to understand why your people treasure them so. And with the opening of the 6th, I have prepared my mind and soul for the 7th, the final gate that leads to true dominion over the elements, or so Lady Lviva insists.
Our conversations have been eye-opening, to say the least. She theorizes that our two schools may actually be one and the same, whereas astrologers look to the stars above to read their fates. We geomancers look to the star below and listen to its songs, and draw out our answers from its whispers. While I am certain my master's Bakanigashi would cringe upon hearing that a Westerner of not 20 summers believes she has grasped 1,000 generations of teachings, I am more willing to indulge her eccentricities now that I know she means no ill will. I only wish that we would have had more time to possibly see if there were some way we could have combined our knowledge to create something new. Something the world has never before seen. And with that, I bid you, Lady Leviva, keep rain, Meguiniel, Softskin, Flore, Sweet Lip, Henriette, that tall chap on the second floor always mumbling about some star's magnitude. Even Janiki Nard, the fondest of farewells. Damn, even Janiki Nard, huh? I have a long journey ahead of me, and if I do not leave now, I fear I will never be able to. Yeah, you better get home in that case. No one wants to see you away from home. Not necessary. Well, off I go on all that. I'm guessing we finished this job quest at the Foundation. Yeah, probably. So I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna fly right into Foundation and kick their asses. I'm kidding. Oh god, is there more? Honestly thought that would be it. Kyokuho's alright. He doesn't mean to be rude, I guess. We pass. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Damn, there is more after this. Fuck. Is it gonna end in Higashi? I guess we'll see, won't we? Lady Leviva? You are back, but I do not see Kyokuho. Is he out fawning over Fleurie again? No, he unlocked it and he left. Back to Higashi? I cannot say this was unexpected. Deck of 60 told me as much this morning. That, and I asked Jenikinard what was written in the letter. What, you thought him above reading another's correspondence? You give him far too much credit where none is due. Kyokuho is not a child. He knew what coming to Eorzea would entail, and he knew that he would one day need to return to his homeland. And while we may not have always agreed, almost never agreed, I did come to respect the man and his, steely resolve. Allow him this space. If the stars deem it fitting, then he will be back. Or perhaps next it will be our turn for a journey over storm and sea. If you insist, Lady Leviva. Oh, I have to speak to Jenikinard for some reason. Okay. He's gone? And without saying goodbye? I cannot believe it. I will not believe it. Oh, what I would not give to have but one last moment with my brother, my soulmate, my... Lady Leviva told you I read his letter. Oh, well then, yes, it will pain me to tell the other novitiates that Kyokuho has returned to his native lands, far away on the other side of the world. I may even need to personally comfort those most stricken with grief by his sudden and tragic departure. But truth be told, I am going to miss having the Hingan around. He certainly did liven the place up. Godspeed, Kyokuho. May your return journey leave you miserable and wet. But see you safely home. Okay, sure, Jenikinard, whatever. Anyways, Astrologian's done. Spoink. Well, where we go next? How about Falcon's Nest? We can do the machinist stuff there. And I believe unlock the Darkenite job quest there too. Yeah, sounds about right. We'll do that. And then I know in the next area where Tailfeather is, I believe that's where we can continue the bard shenanigans. Let's see. The widow and her love. And there's the gunning stuff. What is going on over there? I'm hearing bunnies have shenanigans. And thumping, apparently. Sorry if I was getting distracted by fur babies. Hey, you know what? Before we talk to this guy, hold on, fellas. I'll be right back. Be right back, indeed. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that, fellas. Everything is good. Bunnies are just being bunnies. Nobody's hurt. Nothing is wrong. Just have to check sometimes. And of course I visited the rats. And they're doing great. Just sleeping. Alright, so dear Goo, remember me? I bet you do. The widow and her love. So dear Goo is handling the new duties with characteristic aplomb. I need to look up what that word is.
Oh, thank the gods, an adult! Real has been spending a lot of time with Mist, keeping him company and getting to know him and so forth. Not that there's much to know. He won't talk about his home or his past. Doesn't seem to have any interest or skills beyond conjuring elaborate illusions derived from memories. I've no idea how he does it either. More importantly, I'm not even sure how we could take back the ether he stole. We may have no choice but to agree to his terms, unless you're content to carry half a soul crystal.
I can hear you whispering, you know. Mist means... I can hear you whispering, you know. Mist means well, and Vermillion and I are willing to help him. Why aren't you?
I didn't say I wasn't willing. I'm still here, aren't I? Right then. We found no one suitable for the boy's needs here. Rather than return to Ishgard, I say we try somewhere new. Let's head to Tailfeather.
Oh, good. We'll go to Tailfeather after I'm done doing other stuff here. Back to machinist, gunner, cannoneer, dare I say. We're gonna take a bit of time. Don't mind me, just flying through a blizzard. Oh, you know, living the dream. Yikes! It's a lot of mutts. You sense a hostile presence of pit wolves. Y'all aren't scary, you're just weird. Pops up. Take that. Take this. And you. Take that. You guys still have collars? Why? Hey, what's going on here? My thanks. Was paying too much attention to the ground when the beasts came at me. I managed to put down one or two, but what's that you've got there? Here, a leather collar. A collar removed from a vicious guard beast. Right here, what do you think? A leather collar? Huh. Those curs must have been set to guard the place, though they seemed wild enough to me. I found signs that someone was here, Vermillion. Could be that Her Ladyship's brigand is more than empty parlor talk. Let's get back to the broom before we compare notes, though, eh? It's bloody freezing out here. Well, we can finish that, but you know what? I think I am going to go... Yeah, we'll go back. It's fine. Nah, you know what? Fuck that. Not fuck that. Fuck it! Don't fuck it! Actually, how much does it cost to go to Ishgard? Foundation, that is. Oh, alright, I'll take a shortcut and then we'll just fly right back to Ishgard on our chocobo. Yes. That's right. Honestly, so badass. Is that supposed to be someone's face in particular? I don't know. Eh, whatever. God damn it, bunnies. Oh, she needs to learn how to share. To the broom. Not the janitor's broom. Okay, moving on. And then we'll just teleport to Tailfeather. I'd like to think I'm saving a bit of gil doing it this way, but whatever. Right, so what have we got? That bullet have a tale to tell. Nope, he can't make out where it came from. Ah, that's too bad. I thought maybe we could learn where it came from, at least. Seems that leaves us chasing after this mystery bandit. Maybe I'll head out to Hemlock again and have another poke around.
I'll stick it out here and keep drilling the troops then. You'll be the first to know when they're ready for inspection.
We'll make you proud, don't you worry about that. And don't stay away for too long. We've a thief to catch. Yeah, I'm gonna stay very far away, actually. I have things, I got shit to do. Anyways, we have to go to Tailfeather. That is just sad. Well, anyways. Although, I could also fly to the Sea of Clouds. You know what? We're gonna do a little funnin'. We're going to the Sea of Clouds. God damn it. We like to do a little bit of funnin'. We do a little bit of funnin'. To Cloud Top. Just wait. Now then. Oh, god damn it. Fine, I'll spend 100 more. Why not? Just for the mounting inspections. Well then, here we are. Leatherworker. If all the crafting stuff is going to be as easy as the culinarian, though, this should be pretty simple too. Sup? There you are, number 72. What have I told you about keeping me waiting? You must hurry and introduce me. And not to some piddling merchant or villager. I will settle for nothing short of their village elder. Yes, I should think it's the ideal way to ensure our needs are met swiftly and without incident. Yeah, fuck you. No ounce of respect whatsoever. And we'll just finish this silliness. Because... okay, good. I'm making sure that's the case. Good, good, good. And I'm climbing on the stairs and not flying up here because fuck you. But first... ninja. Might as well. I don't think I get any gil for these end-game end expansion dungeons, though. But, you know, whatever. It's fine. Netherling wears blah. Here, have a Walkian scale. Yes, yes, yes. 5,000 gil. Hooray. You, I'm a leather worker now. Sonu Vanu. And she wants to know about that special domo. These netherlings seek domos of hunger. Say no more. Soon do our honor to repay kindness of the great warrior who defeated the White. Excuse me for interrupting, but I could not help but notice your huts appear to be made using the bones of dolmels. Yes, Zundu used dolmels for many things. Their meat fills our bellies, their skin covers our backs, and as Netherling says, their bones build our homes. Some weird-shaped bones. Quite impressive. It is not often I see game hunted and put to use so thoroughly. To take a life is to bear great responsibility. Nothing can be wasted. To ask for a dolmel so rare, we trust you understand this. To find fresh remains is no easy task. I will leave this to Sonu Vanu. He is our greatest hunter. You may wait here while he finds the dolmel you seek. Alright. Thank you, Sanu Vanu. Your kindness this day will be remembered for generations to come. Pardon me, Miss Ataloon, but I'm awfully quite glad you've gone to so much trouble to get a doll mill. Really, I am. It's just... Well, I've never actually seen a live doll mill before, and... You've never seen a doll mill before? By the 12, how do you expect to fashion a suitable mannequin if you've never seen them for yourself? Doll mills of Hinger are scarce, but all look very similar. If netherlings would see doll mills, you needn't travel far. Then, it's settled then. Number 72, take number 71, and to go and see the doll mills, from their long, elegant necks down to their hooves. We must become intimately familiar with their carriage. To the southeast of Oxundu they graze in great numbers. May Zephyr winds carry you safely. Yeah, sure, okay. Which? Yeah, fuck this. I'm spending hundreds of gil today, it seems. Don't got the patience for this. Yes, doll mills. Doll mills everywhere. Wish I knew what type of critter that one doll mill was. Well, this is a safe spot to see them. I'll agree with that. Definitely safe up here. There they are. Can you see them? We have to be sure to get a good look. Miss Adaloon said we have to inspect every elm of them. Oh god, we're doing the zoom thing, huh? Alright. I mean, I fought plenty of them, especially with the crafting quests of Heavensward. Ugh. But, okay. Is there any ridiculous shit? Sometimes there's ridiculous shit to look at instead. Man, look at that bush. I like that bush. That is a nice bush. And big stupid head. A daunting doll mill. I guess, what? Hello? Okay. There we go. Man, their whole feet are hooves, including their ankles. It's kind of weird to look at, not gonna lie. Wow, this is much better than any picture. Look at its neck! Gosh, how am I supposed to make a model that supports something that long? Alright, I think I have an idea of what to do. The neck may prove difficult, though. Let's head back to Miss Adaloon. Okay, but I'm teleporting. I don't know about you. Because, yeah. I ain't walking all the way over there. How did you even get here? You need, like, an airship to get between these places, don't you? Pretty sure you do. Maybe something changed, I don't know. Like, during the story of Heavensward. Okay, so, like, they have a slightly different marking, do they? I think I see it. Yeah, whatever. By number 71's look of excitement, I would assume the two of you observed the doll mills without incident. The Vanu Vanu have brought us a fine specimen. The hackles along its back and the divide of its hooves are unmistakable. This is indeed a Hinger doll mill. A Hinger doll mill, okay. And by the condition of the body, it would seem its passing was not long ago. While the loss of any life is always a tragedy, let us take solace in the fact its life ended peacefully.
I know not what great deeds you have done that warrant such generosity, but I should hope your work on our doll mill mount will warrant the same praise. I have called for an airship to come and retrieve the doll mill, though I fear it cannot carry us all. You adventurers often use aetherites for travel, yes? While we see to the doll mill's delivery, pray use that aetherite to return, and do try not to take too long this time. We shall wait for you at the clearing near the Leatherworkers Guild. Number 71 should be finished preparing the doll mill's pelt by the time you arrive. Oh, you're gonna be there, huh? Well, you're gonna have to wait for me. You little shit. Alright. Now we go to Tailfeather. Yeah, that one. I think my cursor was on that. My bad. So I'm pretty sure this is where... It was the bard. Fuck, it was someone else. The widow and her love. Yeah, we were doing... Oh yeah, we were doing Dark Knight shenanigans. Drowsy Dragons. That's the other fucker. Dragoon! Yes, that's it. That was Dragoon. Alright, better be a Dirk. Back to the Dirk niche derby. Wrong one. My bad. There we go. Hello, Riel. Well? Life here is not easy, but it is fulfilling all the same. That said, the hunters had no personal tales of profound tragedy to share. They did, however, tell me of an outsider recently brought here from Falcon's Nest. A prisoner, actually. A woman named Loudy. She's to atone for her crimes through hard labor, but the proctor has been zealous. He berates her constantly, and every day she bears fresh bruises.
Ah, Ishgardian justice. I know it well. If this woman is performing various chores for the hunters, then it should not be hard to find her. Come, let us look around.
These fucking chocobo chicks running around. I guess one chocobo chick, but still. Oh, okay. I guess it's right there. Is there a goo even trying? He's got his arms folded. Eh, where could she be? A lot of feathers on the floor. They're even yellow. They're gray chocobos? I want to know what those might be like. They might breathe fire for all I know. Pardon me. This is the place, isn't it? It's a child. You are not to speak on the spoker too. Is that clear? Hey, wait. Oh, yeah, it's her. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Yes, my lord. Pray forgive me my impudence. Yeah, holy shit, it's her. Indigo's gonna have a fucking migraine. Do not play me for a fool! Your sins are beyond forgiveness. Sir Aberic and his noble brethren may think you worthy of mercy, but I have seen your kind before. A swift death is more than you deserve.
A swift death is more than that bastard deserves. I can't imagine what she did to deserve that kind of treatment.
Oh, I can.
You know her, Vermillion.
Yeah, she tried to plot an insurgency against Aberic.
7 hells! She's the one that led the protest at Falcon's Nest? The one that nearly put it into the peace conference? And she poisoned you? Well, that explains a lot. Though if you of all people can find it in your heart to forgive her, or at least forsake bloody revenge, then it's hard to look at this and call it justice.
Her crimes were born of desperation and despair for the husband she lost. Perhaps if the two of them were to meet again.
Don't be foolish. She knows he's dead. You only cause her pain.
Pain is all that is left to her, don't you see? Now they cry, how they cry in the dark, how they mourn their dead, how it festers and spreads and corrupts them thoroughly. We have seen it, we have made it.
Fine, fine, do what you will. Conjure her husband. But do not come crying to me when she curses you for your kindness. I'll not give the hunters cause to turn their bows on us, though, either. We'll take Mist into the woods and hide. Vermillion and I will free the girl. Rather, I will free the girl. She would know you at once, and might misunderstand your intentions. We cannot risk the commotion. As for your part, no one is truly outside Lode's grace, don't you think? Confront the proctor. Make him see the error of his ways. If he is a good man, then he may yet repent of his wicked ways. If he refuses, then that is his choice to make, and he will have to accept the consequences of his actions. Doubly so if he bears steel, yes?
Makes sense to me.
Ah! The very sight of you fills me with murderous rage! See to your duties! I must needs cleanse myself of these impure thoughts through communion with nature. Perhaps a spot of fishing is in order.
Oh, he's a fisherman, huh? Funny.
Now's our chance!
I suppose so. Wait, he goes fishing. Oh, I see it. Alright. We can do this. The list, doesn't it? You don't even have a fishing rod, you douchebag. You're just looking at the fish and expecting them to jump at you, aren't you? Well, who are you? Why do you disturb me? Why don't you just leave that chick alone? A concerned adventurer who objects to my treatment of a criminal? Ha! If only you knew her sins, she should have been thrown into witch drop. Alas, the Lord Speaker, in his boundless wisdom and mercy, demanded that we spare the woman's life. But rest assured, I will see that her every waking moment is filled with misery and scorn. You presume to judge me? I'm out of the church! I will not be cowed by your threats. The Fury guide and protect me! The Fury guide and protect me! You sense a righteous presence! Oh my god. Okay, that was pretty funny. Sense a righteous presence. I guess I do, don't I? Whoa! Hedge Knights. Alright, you chose to follow him. You'll take your doom too. Have a taste of this. And indeed, his blood was spilt. Alright, I guess they're fucking dead. Yeah, this way, okay. Sure. Bandersnatches. You know, my favorite kind of snatch. The Bandersnatch. It's not like I said Bandersnatch like a robot. I meant to say Bandersnatch. Anyways. Wait, is that what her husband looked like? I guess they both are kind of, you know, like, okay. Must have been married for like 2 weeks or something. Look, we have brought them together. We have made her whole. How she smiles, how her eyes sparkle. How beautiful this happiness. Is it, Mist? Is it? Every night I dream of your face. I could have tried to stop you from going back to the front, could have begged and screamed and cursed, but I didn't, because I knew you'd listen. And even if you'd forgive me for it one day, I never would. The error may have missed my heart, but I've been dead for a long time. All of this is just waiting. That's what I'd tell you, Stace, if I could. And then you'd say, you can't stay stuck in that moment, Loudy. You've got to go on. You've got to forgive yourself. You've got to let me go. But I won't. If I do, who will be left to remember the man you were? The soldier, the husband. I'm the only one who knows. And it's my duty to hold on to that as long as I can.
That's what I'd tell him if he were here. But he's not. He'll never come home to me. So please, put an end to this, whatever this witchcraft is.
Well, you heard it from her. I don't know if you'll remember me. I was a Lalafell before. You better fucking do it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now give me that darkness.
Vermillion Monroe. Was this all your doing? No, it was mine. Forgive me, I thought that I wanted only to... I was wrong. I see that now. You have every right to be upset. It's all right, boy. It is. I appreciate your kindness, even if it was misguided. You too, Vermillion. I blamed you for a lot of things. I hated you so much because... I don't know. Because you came back and Stace didn't, maybe. Because you weren't him. They say the war's over now, but it never ends for people like you, does it?
Sorry, something we're fighting where everything ends. No, you're wrong. Eventually something ends.
Maybe, maybe not. That's up to us, isn't it? Whether we carry it or don't, and something tells me you've not finished with it yet. I know what you are. I heard the stories as a child, of the ones with neither shield nor sigil, champions of the weak and the helpless, undeterred by the law of man or God. I couldn't stop you any more than I could have stopped Stace from walking out the door that day. So, fight, damn you. Fight if that's what you want. Just don't squander the time in between. There's never enough. Right? I suppose I owe it to him to try and make the most of what I've got left to. So, I will. Take care, and thank you.
Alright, don't poison other people. Please.
She's gone. Reclaim your ether, Vermillion.
Alright.
Don't mind if I do.
The Swirling Abyss. You Soul Eater. Okay, there we go. Which one Soul Eater did you get? Oh, yeah. I guess it has to be that one, combo or not. As the ether flows into your soul crystal once more, from the depths of the fading abyss, you hear a whisper. I don't know what that whisper was, but whatever. Psst, psst, psst. It's like, psst, 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 psst. I have a cat inside me.
Forgive me, forgive me. In the end, I could not make her whole. So much pain, so much loss. How it fills my heart and overflows. Maybe it is indeed beyond us. Maybe it is not in our nature.
You've still got 3 more chances, don't you? There's no need to be so bloody melodramatic. At least not out here. We should go back to Tailfeather.
Yes, we should, I guess.
Your words did more for her than my illusion. She is still a good person, and so are you. I pray you both remember.
God, that kid has long fucking hair, Jesus. So, what else do we exactly need to do? Not you. Not you. Not you. Not you. Done. Gearbania. We do that here, yes. Not you. Hingashi. Gearbania. The locks. No, not the locks. Shit, what are they? It's not the peaks, it's the other one. The fringes. That's the fringes, I believe. You're done, Gunzo. Shroud. Yes, Shroud, that's it. Done. Not done. We have to go back to Shroud. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And that is in Edalshire. Which a lot of these are also in. No. Fuck! I forgot to talk to the alchemy guys. My fault, fellas. Done. Edalshire. Edalshire. Name's, Ingashi. Gerabania. And, yeah. Shit. I gotta go back to Ul'dah, don't I? Fuck. That's okay. I'll just do this stuff when I go back there next time. Like, probably when I finish Black Mage or something. Can't believe I forgot that. Fuck. On to the next, I would say. But this looks to be in no state to continue. Which means we'll be staying here for a time, taking in the fresh country air at me and my little ones. Ugh. For what it's worth, I think that woman is better for what we did. Or at least as good as anyone can be after what she's been through. Well, EllyishStudios respects your judgment for people that have harmed you. Yeah, let's see here. Dragoon, yes. Houston, and Ornkai. Would that parchment happen to be for mine eyes? It would. The Dravanian legend. A piece of parchment that details a legend Sir Alberic deemed pertinent to your search. Here, take it. Ah, yes. I would never forget Sir Alberic's exquisite handwriting. This information shall be of great use, I am sure. Let us see. It seems he thinks we ought to commence our search with the slumbering worm of Gerabania. This is my time seeing these patterns that men use. Fascinating indeed that you can share information in such a manner. Dravanian history is chronicled not with letters, but through song. These verses have taught me much about Fonim, my father's consort. Fonim, ye say? Well, knowing her name can only aid the search. Vermillion, pray accompany Ornkai to the ruins of the Fist of Rhalgr Temple in the Fringes. Sir Alberic states that this is where the origins of the slumbering worm lie. The journey ahead is long, and it will benefit us not to delay our departure any longer. Whistle for me when you have reached our destination, and I shall come to your aid. Alright, bye, Ornkai. Fucking adorable dragon. Well, I guess that's it then. We go to Edelshire. That'll be all the Korthus / Heavensward areas. Now then. Boop, boop, boop. Not you. Gee, so much stuff. Alright, where's the miner? We'll get started with that just because. There we go. Thick skin! With the formalities now out of the way, Nonowato would have you do some mining. Ah, Vermillion! Truly your timing is impeccable. I finished writing up the list of minerals not a few moments ago. I would love to hand it over to you, but Chief Stick Kicks said he was keen to see that you were properly briefed first. Please follow me to the bang pots. Okay. I forgot how good I looked wearing this, this gathering gear actually looked. I think it looks great, honestly. Even the hat's alright. Even the hat. Stick Kicks.
You have my thanks for coming. Regrettably, it is not the best of times. Pray wait a moment. Or mayhap you, as an outsider, would be best suited to solve this conundrum. I know this is not quite what we requested your services for, but would you mind granting us your succor, old boy?
Oh my god. He's like a Manolane.
Originally, I had planned to ask that you mine materials required for the construction of the Gobrawler's armor. However, work has come to a screeching halt thanks to Christrim and Faquida, deciding that their time would be better served arguing. But something tells me that you might just be the one to make them see eye to eye once more. I would be eternally grateful if you could speak with them and unearth the cause of this fissure.
Alright, I'll do that.
I am ever in your debt, noble miner. The rest I leave up to you. You have my full confidence.
Alright. Fuckwida.
If you are here about a certain quarrel, then you may as well just leave now. I would not expect a miner to understand the complexities of armor design. That being said, it is hardly a complicated matter. My point is simple. We need to equip the Gobrawler with ample protection against magic. The loggerhead simply needs to acquiesce, and we can resume our work once more. As I am sure you have noted during your adventures, these lands have their fair share of fantastic beasts that wield deadly magic. This is precisely why I am of the mind that we need to ensure our machine is protected against such threats. How can he think otherwise? But I forget myself. His lack of sense infuriates me so. In summary, I have no intention whatsoever of changing to suit Christrim's ridiculous ideas.
Damn! Well, what do you think, Christrim?
Ah, Vermillion. What's that? You've heard that Fuckwid and I haven't been on the best of terms lately. Well, I suppose that's one way of putting it. We'll be using the Gobrawler and the Dravonian hinterlands, an area rife with all kinds of vile beasts. And what do vile beasts do? And they attack ferociously. Ask anyone in EllyishStudios and they tell you the machine needs heavy armor capable of withstanding physical attacks. Anyone except Faquida, anyway. She's gotten into her head for some bloody reason that claws and fangs don't warrant fortified defenses. Absolutely no clue how the chief expects me to work with someone who, never mind the forest, can't even see the trees surrounded by monsters in the hinterlands.
You heard that, right? I mean, I didn't have to move to you.
So that was the cause of this commotion. You have my thanks, Vermillion. However, I must say I am truly perplexed by all of this. Neither one of them is entirely in the wrong after all. No, Watto, dear boy. A gill for your thoughts. My thoughts? Well, as you say, they're both quite good ideas. If only there was some way we could have our cake and eat it. Cake? You have strayed awfully far from the subject, but I am inclined to believe there is a way we can combine these two approaches. That is the founding principle behind our work, after all, making the impossible possible. Vermillion, would it trouble you to mine some beggar's mithril ore for me? 20 chunks or so should be enough. As to what we actually need it for, well, let's save that surprise for your triumphant return. According to Charlayan records, beggar's mithril ore can be found in the fringes of Girabania. The best of luck.
That's great, really. Here comes the ads, fellas! Also, I might have gotten lost already. Perfect. There we go. There you go, Vermillion. Oh yeah, there's red maging here too. Yeah, fuck it. We'll be botany first. Beggar's mithril ore, huh? Well, let's find out. I seem to not understand this. You ask you to bind 20 chunks of beggar's mithril ore from the striped hills in Girabania. Surely it'll give me like a guide on that, because it sounds like I need to get specific things. But anyways, let's talk to Edgith. You say Pupto, I say also. Just want to verify. Yep, they're all the same. Okay, cool. Edgith requires the help of her botanical hero.
Vermillion, I have long last received word from Fufusha. Ah, just uttering her name gives me such joy. But this is hardly the time or place for me to be longing for exquisite company. That's what every other waking moment is for. No, we need to head to Gridania so that we may actually enjoy her have her brief us on how best to proceed. Although, as this is my first trip to Gridania, I was wondering if it wouldn't be too much trouble to have you show me around?
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, thank you, Vermillion. You're just as chivalrous as the articles made you sound. I shall see you in Gridania shortly, then.
I guess you will. Alright, let's be the red mage. Crap, what the fuck? I go this way, okay. Yellowshire's constructed weird sometimes. I am looking at, like, newer spots to go that I had nothing to do with last time, thanks to the crafting stuff. And gather, yes. Zerhun Tia? Traced in blood, Zerhun proposes a journey to the cradle of red magery. Are you ready to depart? The journey I have in mind will take us into the mountains of Girabania, where we will visit the ziggurat built by the Red Mages of Eld. Ah, that explains it, huh? Lambard and I once explored those ancient ruins, searching for knowledge of the first incarnation of red magic. That was long ago, before we met Curtis and joined the revolution. Before I realized the manner of hidden wisdom for which Lambert had been truly seeking. The edifice itself has now been overrun by Kikun, but a thorough expedition could still unearth something of value. Mayhap even the secrets behind Lambert's occult transformation. Arya, my friend, I must ask that you remain here and continue your convalescence. And no spellcasting, not even a lick of flame to light a candle. In your weakened state, we know not how suddenly the hunger might return.
Yes, of course. Just the thought of what might happen is enough to make me feel ill. I'll be fine in my sick bed, but what of you two? Are you really going to travel all the way to Girabania just for me?
What would you do if the positions were reversed? If Vermillion were afflicted by a condition and you knew a cure might be found beyond the mountains, what then?
Why, I would be out the door in a moment.
Aww. Well, thank you, Arya. That's very nice of you. Ha 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 ha! That you would respond so emphatically is the reason we have no qualms about doing the same for you. Arya's worked so hard to master her skills, and I imagine it will be hard to refrain from training for a while. But she must recover from her exhaustion first, before aught else. Come, Vermillion. The ziggurat awaits. Rest well, Arya. We shall return as swiftly as we are able. Yes, I suppose we will. Bye-bye-bye! Alright, we've got pretty much everything done here. Hold on, Grania. Gortas! Central Highlands. Wait, shit, where? Son of a biscuit eater! Oh wait, that's this shows where I got the mission. That's gonna be annoying to try to follow up through. Alright. A lot of Girabania stuff. But we have to go to Limsa, don't we? Yes, we do. Don't think there's anything here, though. Or El Porta Swift. Oh, but there is Camp Overlook, or Camp Bronze Lake, I think. Let me just check with Warrior. And Scholar. I'd also check with Scholar, to be honest. Where is this? Orby Dry Docks. Oh, never mind for that one. And this one is indeed Camp Bronze Lake. Alright, we are doing Scholar. You doing okay? Indigo has awoken. Sorry, fellas. It is time to do the scholar things with the Tonberries for some reason. I don't know why they decided to do that with them in this game. Just go with it. Well, well, well. Visit Sarito Carrito. Let me just get my ferry out. Perfect. A safe place to hide. Sarito Carrito stares at you with a puzzled glimmer in his yellow eyes.
Ah, Vermillion, what brings you this way? Oh, it seems then Alcazolka's last missive somehow failed to reach you. He has uncovered information regarding Setoto's possible whereabouts and is currently waiting for you to join him at the Marauders Guild in Limsa. You best hurry.
Alright, I guess so. Well, that didn't take much, did it? Alright, where's the ninja stuff, then? Let me look it up. 'Cause I'm pretty sure that's still... Yep. Yep. That's still in Western Lenosha. Let's go. Man, I am saving so much gil for doing this, but it is going to make it take a bit of time. As well as, make it hard to keep track of everything sometimes. Oh. You alright?
Huh?
You alright?
Yeah.
What's up?
I just have to go get my blood work done, so
Oh, yes.
head on out.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah. Hopefully you're not staying up too late.
You're gonna do great, Honey Biscuit. I believe in you. I think they dropped their snail in their goddamn digging box again.
They did. Crazy girl.
They're crazy. Crazy rats. Oh, look, it's Yome. Ninja Bathin' Redux. Yome has a missive from the Far East with your name on it. Ah, Vermillion. I have a letter for you from Master Aboro. It would appear that his investigation in the Kugane has borne fruit. Here, see for yourself. Alright, I'll see for myself, alright. Dear Vermillion, I hope this letter finds you well. After a long and rather uneventful voyage, we have arrived safely in Kugane. Captain Jack seems quite taken with Hingan culture, and is enjoying a stroll in the pleasure quarters at this very moment. But forgive me, you are not interested in a diary of our travels. As for the matter of the scroll, rumors abound for the band of Doman scofflaws have been causing a stir in town of late. Putting together the accounts we have heard, the good captain and I are convinced that these are the thieves we seek. If the word about town is to be believed, these individuals are far more dangerous than we had imagined. I trust that you have been pursuing your ninjutsu training with your usual diligence. And my apologies, of course you have. In any event, we would have you join us at your earliest convenience. We will be keeping an eye out for your arrival. Seek us in the alley behind the second pier ferry docks. Safe travels, friend. It is good to see Master Aboro in good spirits once more. Ever since the elders commanded him to remain here in Eorzea, he has not quite been himself. After all, a shinobi without a duty to carry out is as a hawk with clipped wings. It is good to see Master Aboro soaring high once more. Still, I worry. Though I have great respect for the man, he can often be too trusting for his own good. Pray go to his side, friend, and see that he does not get himself into undue trouble. May the Kami carry you safely across the sea. Yes, may the Kami guide me and all that. Perfect. One second, fellas. Yes, I'll be right back. Actually, a moment, please. I'll be right back. Just gonna check on Indigo real quick. Alright, fellas, I'm back. And here we are. Oh, no, not that one. God damn it. Too many tabs. Sorry about that, fellas. But we are back. Now then. Have to go all the way to Hingashi, Kugani specifically, for a Boro. And there's not much else to do around here. But we can't go straight down for some warrior shenaniganry. So, let's do it. Ugh, excuse me. At least we finished the other tanks up, so that means we just have warrior to do to finish all the tanks. As for healers, we have to go to Limsa to continue with Scholar. And for White Mage, we haven't even started that out because we started in Girabania at the fringes. That's right. But yes. Field training is down here for Warrior. Yeah, fuck King of the Hole. Man, look at those crops. Ah, yeah. Crops, 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 crops. Just going to some crops. Don't mind me. Croppity crop crop. Alright, moving on. Hello, Broken Mountain. Fancy bird. Field training. There seems to be something weighing on Broken Mountain's mind. Fortuitous timing, Vermillion. I've decided on how we might set about training Dorgono. Unfortunately, as you are already aware, my brother will not be present. It seems his situation is more grave than I initially thought. Ever since his clash with Dorgono, he's been unable to draw upon the strength of his inner beast. He insists revisiting the basics of axe work at the Marauders Guild will restore his abilities, but I suspect his troubles lie elsewhere. The same can be said for Dorgono. I'll say Dorgono. Though my brother and I did not complete formal training in the ways of the warrior, you may recall we at last discovered a way for him to control the savagery of his inner beast. A dire encounter that hardened his resolve to protect his allies, thus allowing him to temper his rage. She believes her problem will be solved through physical training, but if we are to succeed in this, we must recreate a similar experience for Dorgono. It may prove perilous, but I can see no other way. And we will not have to wait long for the opportunity. As chance would have it, we received a request for aid in routing a group of Mamulja now occupying the ruins of the city of Nim. They originally came here for want of work. Unable to find it, however, they took to pillaging and plundering, and not even maelstrom convoys spared their attention. To make matters worse, the area also serves as the front line of ongoing battles with the kobolds. Either of these tribes alone is already a handful for our own forces, and we cannot well cope with both. That is why our squadron of newly trained warriors has been called to undertake this incursion. Dorgono will be accompanying us, and your presence will be imperative in the event she loses control. When you are ready, make for the ruins in Outer Lenosha. Oh. Too bad it came right from there. Whoops. Excuse me. Well... Oh my god, it's even further away than I remember. You know what, fuck it. Alright. Sure. We'll do that. But then we're going to Limsa, I swear. Pardon me. Well, if it isn't Broken Mountain. Dorgono and some strong-willed warrior. Good, everyone is here. As far as I can discern, the Mamulja have divided into two groups. A primary force targeting the next maelstrom shipment, and what appear to be groups of sentries posted to warn them of any unwelcome interference. Being the most skilled among us, I would have you sneak into the heart of the ruins and do away with those keeping watch. Meanwhile, I shall lead the others along a northerly route toward the long climb and engage their primary force. If all goes as planned, we should be able to meet where the two paths join. If Dorgono should be overcome by her inner beast and shows no signs of regaining control, we will retreat immediately and seek you out.
If we should come to blows, I beg of you, do what you must to stop me.
That is all. If there are no questions, let the operation begin! Yeah! Nice axe, lady. Goddamn. Oh, that's the fucking job gear for Stormblood, isn't it? Who gave her that awesome outfit, by the way? Asking for a friend. Alright, Mamulja, huh? You're a long way from home, ain't ya? I remember the reason why the Mamulja traveled from Tuliolal. You sense a hostile presence! Oh no! Yeah, okay. Anyways. Empowered you wish me to be, huh? Eat it. I warned ya. You sense a hostile presence. Raiders and bounders. Or one of each, please. You don't scare me. Go train some more. Time to scare your senseless. Death to you. Well, well, well. How have we fared this time? Ah, Vermillion. By the lack of sweat on your brow, I assume you made quick work of the sentries. We, for our part, managed to claim a narrow victory over the main Moogle force. And despite the chaos and havoc of battle, Dorgono remained unaffected by her inner beast.
I am slave to Karash no longer. I am master of the inner beast.
Master? Far from it. Yep, it's him. Brother, what are you doing here? Have you been following us this whole time? Following? Nonsense! I was merely taking a walk. Yes, I was taking a leisurely walk through ruins of Nim when I happened upon your small altercation with the Moogle. I couldn't help but notice your form, Dorgono. Your battle form, that is. Anyone with eyes could see you were hesitating with every swing of your axe. You'll never learn to control your inner beast if you're too afraid to push yourself and draw it out. Believe me, I know.
Afraid, am I? That's rich coming from the pathetic worm I sent flying into the waters of the wolf's den, Pierre.
Worm? You ungrateful little... call me that again and
I'll call you whatever I please, worm. If you have any complaints, take them up with my axe.
You're lucky I'm feeling under the weather today. When next we meet, you'll have to beat some manners into that pretty little head of yours. Though you may not like his judgment, I have to agree with my brother. I too noticed you seemed to be holding back. Though the battle was hard won, you showed little need to overexert yourself, let alone call upon your inner beast.
I never meant to hold back. It's just, well, I thought it better not to worry the others.
You need be hard on yourself. You did not learn to control your inner beast. No, but we have defeated the Moogle. The shipments to Limsa are now safe. We should all be proud of what we've accomplished today. Now, let us return to the Moorbead dry docks for a well-earned respite. Bye, guys.
Your thrashing of the Moogle must have been a glorious sight. Never have I met a man so fearless, so strong enough even to overcome me when my inner beast is unleashed. If only I could take you to the Asim Steppe, I have to go.
Asim Steppe. It'll be nice to see Indigo and see that place. I think she got her pride hurt a little bit. Of course. Well, an itchy head. Yeah, we're not going to dry docks yet, because I want to go to Limsa. There's a lot of stuff to do there. For job questing and all that. Mini crafts, fishing, and now apparently the scholar's job quest. In fact, not you. Beast in the Beast of Brewer's Beacon. I wonder what that is. Rousing Reunion. That's for fishing. Where's the dancing one? Pretty sure that's here somewhere. Yeah, not that matters too much. Fishing! Fish, 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 fish. Fish! Sissy Poo! The Beast of Brewers... God damn it, no, not that. Shit. Sorry, fellas. I have to see... That's right, I'm seeing Wawalago directly now. It was actually worth his time now. That's how it is, I guess. I'm just kidding. He wants secret, friendly fishing spots, and he and some Sahagan trying to catch something. A rousing reunion! Master Wawalago is drastically degenerating into disquiet. Alliteration. Jesus. Oh, Vermillion, thank goodness you're here. Golf's gone off again. This time to Girabania. We had a rendezvous regarding my research into the disappearance of the schools of scarlet fish, when a look of realization swept across his scaly face. He dashed away, and I could scarcely ask what was the matter before he shouted one word and dove to the deep waters of the Velodina, that is. As you know, the Velodina River rushes rapidly through the ravines of Girabania. While I am not privy to the particulars of his epiphany, he appears determined to cross that dangerous divide. A single young Sahagian and lands subjugated under the shackles of Garlemald. I fear for our friend's safety. You must find him before he gets entangled with the Empire. Young Gov's got guts, I'll give him that. And it may take more than one angler to reel him in if he gets rowdy. I've contacted our cohorts in Corthus, and they've consented to send an apt acquaintance to accompany you. We've preemptively planned a powwow at Pike Falls. Now fly, friend, and fetch Gov back before he finds himself in a frying pan, figurative or otherwise. I will do. Later. Great, I have to go to Corthus. Ugh, all this back and forth thing. This is what it takes. Well, up here. I'll at least meet the scholar up here real quick. Shortest distance from an ether thing. Scholar time. Alka fucking Zolka. Oh, she's cute and new, I think. Anyways. Welcome, my friend. My contacts have but recently caught wind of a rumor that the Brass Blades are once again on the move. It seems they have spotted a creature matching the description of the Vesper Bay stowaway. Luckily for us, the quarry has fled into the Black Shroud, an area that is out of their jurisdiction. While there is still much we do not know, at least we now have an idea of where to begin. Let us immediately depart for Camp Tranquil. Okay, I guess. Sure, why not? Oh, let me see. Both of the goddamn smithies are over here. Let's do it. Blacksmith. Yes. A pine road chop. Yes, okay. Hello, Berthale. Are you sober today? The client is king. Forge Master Berthale stares at you like a shipwrecked man who has just spotted land. Vermillion, it's been absolute hell ever since that thrice damned shrew ye dragged back from the docks set shop at our guild. From the cracks of dawn to sundown, she prowls the floors looking to find fault with every one of me Smitty's work. I have warned her 1,000 times over that such disparaging remarks will not be tolerated, but will she listen? No! Instead, she'll storm off in a huff, then return with even more bitter words on her tongue. Please, you've got to go and talk some sense into her. She's like to be at the anchor yard, where she always goes to cool down. Sure, in a second. About the armoring stuff. Yes, I know. Very different techniques. Nanza. Eastern Apprentice. Nanza has an air of poorly concealed concern. Plansteer should have arrived on far eastern shores by now, but I've heard not a word from the old Aurochs. There was no news of storms or ships lost at sea, so I must assume he made it to Kugane. Have you been there yourself?
Should you happen to have business on that side of the world, I'd consider it a favor if you could look in on him for me. Personality aside, Blandsteer is one of our best artisans, and losing him to some mishap would be a terrible blow. For the guild, of course. Sundere. What is this? The client is king. God damn, she's all the way over there? Fuck, okay. Yeah, just make my life hard, why not? I really need to stop auto-clicking sprint before I switch to another job. As a habit, I got a break. Well, 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 if it isn't goddamn Sekka. Well, anyways. You have come here because that bonehead sent you after me, right? Well, I'll have you know that whatever he says, I do not intend to be more supportive of the Smithies. Every single point I brought up has been valid. You have some excellent smiths. Really, you do. However, everyone is so focused on when their next commission is due that they have lost sight of what is important. No one here has any passion or desire to improve. They are all dead on the inside. In Hingashi, swordsmiths are taught to strive for excellence, to push boundaries. We dedicate our lives to seeing that each weapon we make surpasses the last. Katana are the favored weapon of the samurai, warriors who stake their lives on protecting the peace of our lands. Only the finest of blades are worthy of being wielded by these men and women. It is for this reason swordsmiths dedicate their entire lives to growth and perfecting their art. I had thought all artisans engaged in metalworking were similarly devoted to their craft. Observing how your guild is run, however, has made me realize I was wrong. Forge Master Berthael would have his most gifted craftsmen carry out the most mundane tasks, also that you might fulfill customer orders. I traveled here from Kugane because everyone is of the opinion that this is one of the best blacksmiths' guilds. Truthfully, I am disappointed. Your organization is so stagnant. Surely you must see it, too. Every day we improve with these mundane tasks. We're a guild and the customers are priority. You know it's a business and not an art, right? No, this is all wrong. Blacksmiths cannot refine their skills by mindlessly repeating the same tasks day in and day out. Your guild needs to change, and I am going to prove it to you. I think she's missing the point of this guild. But whatever. Do excuse me. Seems I'm not done with blacksmith here yet, at least. Guess we'll take a ship to finish up the warrior mission. I thought I told you to go and smooth things over with her. Instead of returning calm and composed, she storms in here with a murderous gleam in her eye, saying she wants to challenge me guild. It's me against one of yours, she says. You're to assign both of us to the next order you receive, and the smithy who makes the better item is the winner. Well, I could do it. Ah, so that's what all that was about. But perhaps I'm looking at this the wrong way. This is the perfect opportunity for us, for you, to put her in her place. Yes, if ye were to win this for us, she'll have no choice but to back down. Ha! And as luck would have it, the latest order that came in is from two people you know personally. They're down at the winch waiting to discuss the details of what they'd have you make. Sekka's already gone ahead, so I'd hurry if I were ye. Goddamn right I'd hurry. Huh.
I don't even remember if Sekka saw any of my shit. Let's see here. Aha! Oh shit, it's her! I don't remember, did I make a weapon or... No, I did. I crafted her weapon. Wow. Larry. And Fremondane. How are you guys? Vermillion, to think that Master Bertheo would send you of all people to us. Why, today must be our lucky day. This is the first true break I've been afforded since being promoted to apprentice squire. Stuff in my throat, sorry. And I decided to come here to thank your guildmaster in person for his services, but that's not all. Lately, each new mission I'm dispatched on takes me further from the city than the last, and I am forced to leave Fremondane on his own for extended periods of time. He, however, has not a weapon with to defend himself in my absence. As such, I would have a sword forged for him. Well, somebody else tell you about that? What? A contest? I am not averse to the idea. This is the first I'm hearing of it. In fact, the girl you mentioned, Sekka, never came this way. Perhaps she thought the general request was sent to your guild was enough and has already begun working on a blade? Well, whatever the case may be, I look forward to seeing you work your usual magic. Now, Fremondane, tell me Vermillion what kind of weapon you would have him make.
Master Monroe, it is a pleasure to see you again. As for the blade, I believe a short sword would suit me best. I've grown weak in my old age, and anything heavy is like to be more a hindrance than help.
Yes, the lighter the short sword, the better. We've already paid the fee for your services to Master Berthale, and have, in addition, agreed to provide you with materials.
Oh, that's great.
Well, we are still far from wealthy. Money is not as tight as it once was. If there is anything at all you should require, please do not hesitate to ask. Oh, and since this is a competition, once you're finished, perhaps you should take the blade to forge Master Berthale. After you've received his approval, with a price, 2 weapons side by side.
Oh, thanks for your materials. Alright, cool. I'll be able to finish this here too. That's exactly what I want. Now then, forge a featherlight short sword. Alright, fair enough. Haven't I had my oranges? Give me my oranges. Yes. Now then, class. Fuck off. Class. Featherlight short sword. Ooh, heavy Uchikatana. Custom made hammer. Examination Uchikatana. Okay, well, whatever. Anyways, the Featherlight Sword. Short sword materials. Sweet. This ought to be easy. Notice that these are quite easy to make, honestly. Fuck. No. Well, that's lame. Just throw that away. Yeah, I accidentally made another one. Yes, yes, yes. She even required the materials. Of course she didn't. Anyways. It's still easy, I just miscalculated. Ooh, that's great, actually. I think we're good. Just wait. Yep, what I tell you. The Featherlight Short Sword. Finished. Berthale, look what I got. Did you finish? It better be nothing less than perfect, Vermillion. If we lose this, she'll become even more intolerable, and we're as good as doomed.
Here, have this featherlight short sword. A sword so lightweight, even the Elder Steward for Mundane can wield it with relative ease. Yes, but would it be effective? That's my question.
Aye, this is as fine a short sword as any I've seen. Real light and easy to handle. That girl hasn't a cat in hell's chance of winning this. Now, let's bring her and our clients in, shall we?
Oh wow, she put details in hers, but it looks kind of heavy. Well, you could at least pick them up.
Both are magnificent weapons, but one is head and shoulders above the other. Master Monroe, your handiwork never fails to impress me. It would be my honor to wield your blade.
Oh! But why? His sword is flimsy and weak compared to mine. Added to that, mine has a superior edge and is much more aesthetically pleasing.
Madam, as you can see for yourself, I am but a frail old man. Yours, while beautiful, is far too heavy for me.
I am no blacksmith, but I know enough to say these blades are of a comparable quality and durability and sharpness both. If you were to take into account the needs of the wielder, however, Vermillion's is far superior. This is not fair. Had our clients been anyone but these two, my sword would have won.
I guess you should have talked to them then, shouldn't you?
I understand you're dismayed by the results, but your words are unbecoming of an artisan. It's our clients who decide if our weapons are worthy of them, not the other way around. If you can't bear defeat with a bit of dignity, I suggest you look into changing professions. You'll never grow as a craftsman with that attitude, much less surpass Vermillion here.
If you don't mind, for Mundane and I will be taking Vermillion's short sword and leaving then. Before you go, please allow me to apologize. It is as Forge Master Berthael says. I realize now I did not take any of your needs into consideration, and it resulted in me presenting you with an item unworthy of your attention.
A smithy needs a great range of skills so that he might tailor his products to accommodate the needs of the customer. Every task, however boring or routine, helps to expand his repertoire. If that doesn't suit you, perhaps you should look to other guilds.
Forge Master Berthael, thank you. Your wise words have opened my eyes and allowed me to see the fault in my ways. I am terribly sorry for my earlier behavior. Nothing of the sort will be happening again during the course of my studies here.
Studies? Here? Surely you'd prefer to go elsewhere.
Not at all. I am quite certain whatever those other places have to offer will not even come close to what I can gain by observing Master Vermillion.
Well, you really should just talk to the customers, man.
By what terrible stroke of fate did she end up at our guild? Oh, I thought for sure she'd leave after losing to ye.
And back. Welcome back, schnips. We just showed some perfectionist what's what with some sword crafting. I was reading what Indigo sent me. Anyways,
She certainly is a spirited girl. While her determination to succeed is her greatest strength, it is also currently her greatest weakness. Perhaps if she were to learn to be more receptive to what others had to say, that could change.
I'm going to have to go and break the news. She'll be staying to the other smithies. Vermillion, don't you go anywhere, you hear?
Oh, I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere all the time. Yes, yes, yes. Forging new paths. You have learned quality assurance. Oh, really? I actually didn't know I would do that. Well, anyways. Fuck you! I'm out. Let's see here. Yeah, it should be about it. Alright. Now, where else in Lenosha do we have to go? What am I doing? Ah, yes, do this. Anyways. Bye-bye-bye. We have to go to Hingashi. Garabania, I think. Yep. Hingashi. Black Shroud, which I'll go next once we're done with everything in Limsa. Hingashi. Hingashi, without a doubt. Black Shroud. Garabania. Yeah. This one! Yes, we'll go there next, probably. Hingashi. That's also in the Black Shroud. Interesting. Okay. Give it Firebow. I have been watching the Dungeon Soup videos. I just discovered them too. They're fucking funny. Schnips, how was the appointment? I hope your dog is okay. Also the Black Shroud. Alright, we're just doing the warrior thing then. Fuck it, I'm teleporting. It's not teleport, is it? Hold on. Let me actually turn to a warrior. That ought to help. Blamp. Blunt. Morby Dry Docks. That's where it was. Lower Lenosha. She gotta get an operation in 2 weeks. Oh. Well, I wish her the best of recovery. Because I know me and Indigo, trust us, we know how that goes. That fucking exotic bird bunny is still here. Jesus. It seems we will need more than a small scuffle with beastmen for Dorgano to gain control over her inner beast. Will that curious Gorge were here to assist us? Did you also find it strange he would take time away from training to speak with us? Or rather, with Dorgano? My suspicions are true. He faces an obstacle unlike any he has faced before, though I am sure it's nothing you need concern yourself with. You have done well this day. Rest now and gather your strength. We will surely need it for the trials to come. Yeah, I bet we will. It's time for me to fuck off. Now it's time to complete things. We're going back to the goddamn Black Shroud. But where? Also finished all the tanks. That's kind of cool. Yeah, sure. We'll go here. That sounds fine. Sounds fine to me. Yeah, we'll go here. Sure. Sounds fine to me. Like, I know that we have to do weekly, well, bi-weekly, teeth trimmings for one of our rits. And we also have to do occasional tooth trimming appointments for one of our bunnies. Olga! I'm here! As you may well already know, the only way to reach the Black Shroud from Thanalan is to pass through this area. That means whoever, or whatever, the brass blades were pursuing enter the forests from here. If our hunch is correct and Satoto is in there, we best hurry. A Tonberry who has seen little of the outside world would likely not last more than a few days on their own. To cover more ground in less time, I suggest we split up. I shall take the north, while you scour the south. Once we're done, let us meet back here. Okay. Ow. Oh, okay. Try as you might, you do not catch sight of Satoto or anything resembling the missing Tonberry. That fucking sucks. I am getting quite sleepy. We'll try to finish one more job quest, like to completion. Then I think I'll find a raid and fuck off to bed after brushing my teeths. Try as you might, you do not catch sight of Satoto or anything resembling the missing Tonberry. That's great. Really. Oh, that's great, really. Alright, where's that frickin' Tomberry bastard? Satoto. Satoto. You spy a fallen figure, small of stature and green of skin. It's surrounded by poachers. I did not see that, but I'll take your word for it, because... the turtle was in the way! Damn! Uh-oh. Looks like we've struck gold. If we skin and sell this thing, we're guaranteed a fortune. 7 hells, don't go celebrating just yet. We've got to kill it first. The hide's so thick, it broke my bloody knife. Alright. And I'll break the rest of your knives. And by that, I'll break the rest of your bones. Your fingertips, which could be knives. I don't mean to interrupt you. Are you a scholar too? Oh my god, you are. Of course you are. Why wouldn't you be? Yeah, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm gonna do this. You're under attack! Piss off, this thing's ours! Oh, no you don't! Oh, yes I do! Hey, check it out. Hey, don't stun me, assholes. How dare you? Well, now you're gonna fucking pay for it. Get slapped by a book. Yep, there you go.
Father, is this where it all ends?
Toto appears injured. Quickly cast Adloquium upon her, that she might be healed. Alright, here you go. I guess I can't summon AOs, it just a cutscene happens. Of course it does.
Oh, thank you, sir. You saved my life. That spell, you Elnymian magics. You perchance Vermillion, the adventurer in possession of a soul crystal? Sorito Karitos often speaks of you.
That's who I am.
Thank the gods. You're safe.
After my search of the northern reaches turned up nothing, I returned to Camp Tranquil to wait for you. When you didn't appear, I began to grow worried and came looking for you. Good thing I did too. Bloody poachers. Trust me, I'm fucking fine, dude. Oh, but how rude of me. I nearly forgot to introduce myself. Hello, Satoto. I am Zolka, Royal Marine and Marauder. My friend Vermillion Monroe and I have been searching for you. My lady, if I may be so bold as to say so, your radiance, it is blinding. Vermillion, isn't she beautiful? What? The fuck you mean? Gee, how did you know? 'Cause, you know, the narrator said so. I'm pretty sure she is a he! Don't! Oh, God. I don't know which one's more insulting. Well, I guess it... Okay. I can't... I'm sorry, I can't tell the difference. It's obvious, isn't it? Her glowing skin, her comely face... Ew, good. Okay, that's a little... She is clearly a lovely young woman. Not with all that cum on her face. Now, Satoto, what prompted you to leave Bronze Lake so abruptly?
As you are likely already aware, Sorito Carito saved us. While on the outside we remained as tomberries, he has purged our hearts of the rancor. And that is why I left. There's something I must take care of now that my mind is once again my own.
And what, pray tell, is that?
Over 1,500 years ago, back when Nim was still at its peak, my father was a scholar and a royal marine. He was dispatched upon a secret and incredibly dangerous mission to infiltrate Amtapor. The day he left was the last time I ever saw him. I suspect the reason he never returned was because he was discovered and apprehended by the Amtapori.
And so you came here, to the place the ancient nation once stood. You do realize that regardless of whether he survived or not, your father, he... I know, I am under no illusions that he might still be alive, even if he somehow escaped Amdapur. Unlike those of us sealed away in the tower, the passage of time would have eventually robbed him of his life. I am only looking to find something that reminds me of him, a keepsake, if you will. It sounds as though you loved your father a great deal. Very well. If this means that much to you, we, the Royal Marines, shall volunteer to aid you in your search. Right, Vermillion? Sure, I guess. The two of you would really do that for me? Oh, thank you so very much! Now let us return to Camp Tranquil. There, we can discuss how to proceed. Yeah, I guess so. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else to do here. One more night at Amdapur. Okay, I guess I could get that unlocked. Don't have a reason to right now. Alkazolka. Before we begin searching for a memento of Satoto's father and Ernest, I must go to Bronze Lake to inform Sarito Carito we have found his dear comrade and that she is safe. Speaking of which... Satoto, you must promise me you will never again do anything so reckless as wandering a foreign land alone. The realm is a dangerous place. Doubly so for someone with your affliction. Very well. If it really means that much to you, I shall make that promise. Good. That is all that I ask. Alkazolka, are you a freak for fish? Or amphibians? I can't tell if tomberries are fish people or amphibious people, to be honest with you. You furry, though. Or scaly, maybe, if that counts. Amongst amphibians. And maybe fish. Probably does with fish. Anyways. Vermillion, I ask that you look after Satoto and see that she gets some rest, that she might recuperate from her ordeal. We shall make for the lost city upon her full recovery. Yeah, no, she's gonna be sleeping here on her own. You're gonna be staying with her. Bye. Oh! Wait, what? What do I do as a black mage again? Hold up. How was that? Was that not showing up earlier, or was that just me? Whatever, man. Welcome, friends. You come seeking news of the golems, yes? Would that I had any to give. I fear not a single one of the creatures has manifested itself before mine eyes.
So you say, my good man, but it is possible that you do not see the trees for the forest. Sometimes that which we seek is right before us, and we need only attune our vision. Why, is it just me, or do I spy a number of curious stone creatures peeking out from the brush? Yes, I have an inkling that our foe may be hiding in plain sight. But just how is one to distinguish living stone from the more ordinary type? Why, I do believe the former would take far less kindly to being scorched with a burst of hell's fire. So the plan is clear, yes? Let's get blasting!
Oh, nothing to say about that, huh, now, huh? Oh, nothing about the fucking crazy black mage you just met. About burning shit until something jumps, huh? Yeah, sure, okay. An ad is here, brace yourselves, fellas, and all that. Just making sure. Suspicious stone. Oh yeah, these weren't here in the Realm Reborn, were they? Well, anyways. Fire 3. I guess I... Yeah, okay, I'll cast Fire 3, sure. A fractured mana idol. Yeah, whatever. You don't scare me. Take this and all that. Two others, eh? Alright. That's more like it. Ah, shit. Thought I casted this. Oh, it doesn't count if I cast it on an inanimate object. I think that's a little silly in my opinion, but whatever. Well. Yeah, I don't care about the coral claws. Sorry. Oh shit. How did I fall off target? Sorry, my eyes were shutting and I thought I would auto-cast. I'm just starting to get tired. We'll kill the golems at least. Rubbing me eyes. Well, that's all those goddamn gosh darn Bickle Bomber Goblin Moes. Goblin Golems. I can't even equip properly. Well, how did that go for all of you?
That was fun, wasn't it? Now, while I'm not wont to repeat myself, it seems I should make an exception for the slower members of our band. You have the privilege of standing before the Archmage Shatoto, or rather a memory of the same which has awakened after years of slumber to rescue your realm from a fate most dire.
Slower? Ahem! Lady Shatoto, if that is truly who you are, I cannot deny your arcane prowess, and yet there is much about this matter that does not sit well with me. Pray explain yourself. What is this dire fate of which you speak?
Oh dear, you really aren't very smart. Very well, I shall begin from the very, beginning. Oh dear me, did I almost rhyme? Who does that anyway?
Is this shade towards Shantoto, or is this just cheeky fun? Bruh, come on now.
Anyhow, the tale begins some 2 millennia ago, when the great civilization of Mach was still in its infancy. All scholars ascertained that a mighty comet, awash with unspeakable ethereal energy, was on course to strike our fair home and reduce it to so much rubble. And so I thought to rectify the situation the only way I knew how, by blasting the foul rock out of the sky with the most powerful destructive magic our realm had ever seen. This, more than anything, was what spurred me to developing the art of black magic, as it is known today. Needless to say, my plan was a remarkable success. A massive chunk of the comet was shattered, knocking it clear off its path, and sending it spinning harmlessly off into the heavens. The story, however, does not end here. There, fragments of the meteor hurtled to and embedded themselves in the earth. While small enough that their impact caused no significant damage, they remained beneath the surface, brimming with etheric energies just waiting to be unearthed. Needless to say, these otherworldly stones drew the attention of mages far and wide, who sought to claim their powers for their own. These are the stones that gave the golems their souls, by whose powers many a city-state flourished. There. And yet, these stones held yet further secrets. When 2 of them were brought together, they would call out to one another, ether reacting to ether to augment their mutual powers to still greater heights. Mind you, the power of mere fragments, even in the heightened state, would be far too meager to be cause for concern. One threat, however, still lingered. What if the comet, the mother stone, as it were to return, its circuitous orbit, bringing it in shouting distance of our world once more? Would not its remnants, its children, summon it hither in all its destructive glory?
Preposterous! Did your vaunted black magic not knock the comet clear across the skies? Why, it is simply inconceivable that its new path would bring it around back in our direction.
Inconceivable to feebler minds, mayhap, but not my own. In fact, I posit that the comet is drawing nearer every moment, and it is for this very reason that the golems are now running amok. If left unattended, the implications for this world would be calamitous indeed. Fortunately, you have an ally in the impending battle, a prodigy who foresaw the danger that was to come, and sent her memory into the future that she might return to save the day.
Do you mean to say that you predicted that this threat would come over 2,000 years ago, mind you, and devised an incantation for the sole purpose of allowing you to return to us in our time of need?
I do believe I've already said precisely that. Of course, I did not do it entirely on my own. The spell would have been lost to history if crazy old Kukuruka hadn't dug it up when he did and recorded it for posterity. Dear little Eli and Vermillion, who also played their parts as well. Oh, how wonderful it is when one's followers, against their natural tendencies perhaps, manage not to make an utter mess of things.
I must admit, the whole story still strikes me as a bit far-fetched. I mistrust neither your motives nor your skill, Lady Shatoto, but as a hearer charged with the protection of this wood, I cannot leave this matter to you alone. I will accompany you, and offer what aid I can. But first, let us return to Ul'dah. I would hear more of the plan you propose before we take action.
Must you? Very well. Just promise you will not get in our way. Now come along, my puppets. I have a realm to save, and you're going to help me.
God, so demanding. She really is Shantoto. Fuck off. Anyways. No. No. Yerbonya. Hingashi. Yerbanya? Yes. Dynamo Man, which I know is also where that other fuck is. Oh! Summoner. Yes, of course. Mingashi. Yeah, come here. Yeah, my bad. Gotta go to Dravanya for minor. Okay. Dravanya. Oh yeah, we finished that one. Gashi. And finally, New Gradania. I'm going to teleport to New Gradania, but I am going to go to sleep, and for those on Twitch, of course, we shall read somebody, some such. How exciting. Of course, I do want to thank all of you for joining us at this time. Thank you very much, and I hope I hope that I entertained you, and that Indigo does as well in the future. And previously, of course. I think Indigo's entertaining as well. But enough about us. Let's see who we can raid for those on Twitch. As usual, for those on YouTube, thank you so much for joining us. Do hope that we provided a rather entertaining stream for tonight. And fuck it, it's we now. We're a team. But anyways, outside of that, who indeed? Why, I do believe I shall read. Rocket goes on. Oh, hey, how about that? playing some Deltarune. I believe that's chapter 2, if I remember correctly, but could be chapter 1. I have to see if Susie's eye is there. Oh, wait, no, I think it is chapter 1. Oh, man, she's quite early in, yeah. Well, anyways, fellas, enjoy VTuber Rococo. Make some Deltarune, and have yourselves a good rest of your evening. Until next time!